To you all, and live from the Wood Marine broadcast booth. Live from the Wood Marine broadcast booth here in Cabot, Arkansas. We welcome you to Panther Stadium, the site for tonight's contest between the Cabot Panthers and our Ruston Bearcats. I'm Kyle Roberts, joined alongside my good friend Nick Brown. And Nick, it's exciting to get a season started off 1-0. Last week, Ruston High went down to Acadiana, got a running clock situation down at Bill Dotson Stadium, which is unheard of when you're the home team for the Wrecking Rams. Ruston was on fire on actually all three sides of the football were working excellently last week, and they're looking to continue that momentum here tonight as they get ready to take on a Cabot Panther team that, with this being the final game of a four-game series between these two squads, they've got a lot to prove.
Yeah, absolutely they do. And you look at it, if you had a running clock at Acadiana on your scorecard, I certainly didn't. Boy, really impressed. How is he going to do with new defensive coordinator, Coach Yanez stepping in, did a absolutely phenomenal job. And that Acadiana Wrecking Ram team is a team that had won 6 state championships in the time that I've been in Lincoln Parish. So really was just really an impressive victory. Now come to Cabot, Arkansas. Unfortunately, I hate to see this series end.
We all do.
2 years ago, we were in the press box. We were in the stands doing the game. Now they've got a spot for us in the press box. Boy, the hospitality has been great. Hopefully we won't return that on the field, but it's certainly an easy trip to make from Ruston. Several fans have turned out. So looking forward to a good contest here tonight, Kyle.
Why don't we take a quick 2-minute break for the national anthem and the invocation. Again, right here in Cabot, Arkansas. This is week 2 of the 2025 season. And, again, we're all sad to see that this series will be ending between Cabot and Ruston High tonight. Hopefully, in the future, these two teams will be able to get it back together. But if not, we're going to go out. Well, hopefully, Ruston's going to go out with a bang here. Back in 2 minutes here on our pregame show. You're listening to Bearcat Football on Q94.1 and the BearcatNationNetwork.com. Panther Stadium here on the campus of Cabot High School in Cabot, Arkansas. Nick Brown, this is one of the largest schools, I believe, in all of Arkansas, if not the largest one, correct?
Yeah, absolutely. Look at the number of their students, but what is impressive, more students, double the enrollment of Ruston High. We're talking with Principal Dan Gresson on lunch duty the other day. Numbers at Ruston High are up this year. compared to last year, but we are 9 through 12. They've doubled our student enrollment, just 10 through 12, have an entire school just dedicated to freshmen. But, man, I want to tell you, great trip we had up this afternoon. The Bearcats are 1-0 on the year, but I'm 2-0 on the year on picking out restaurants. Last week, Bhutan's in where were we? We weren't in Scotland. We were in Karen Crow.
Correct.
And then today, the Purple Onion in Cabot. So I'm 2-0 on the year. So hopefully the Bearcats can improve to 2-0 on the year as well. And I tell you what, God, really, we've got a lot of names on these starters. They seem like they're part of your family because you've watched them play as 7th graders, 8th graders. You move up, had an opportunity to go watch the program. I want to tell you the program is in good hands.
Yep.
Saw the 6th grade play the other night with Curtis Goodwin. Saw them. That's Jared Ball opens up the facilities. They played. Ruston High freshman played Carroll. And then after that, 6th grade got to play on the turf at Hoss Garrett Stadium. Following that, last night our junior high teams played. And I want to tell you, the future is bright. They're putting in the same system. It's great. The terminology, when they make it to Ruston High, it is the same. But a lot of these guys, man, you go look through, they came through the program just looking at the starters on offense tonight. Logan Ashley at left tackle. Jacqueline Blackman at left guard. Brock Singley at center. Right guard, Nick Hawk. Right tackle, Brooks Brown. Tight end, you have, of course, Ahmad Hudson. Cullen Clark, by the way, caught a touchdown last week. He did. And I, never, not going to correct my student from the days ago. I said, that's Cullen Clark with a touchdown. You said, Lander Smith. I said, I think it's Cullen Clark.
You were
Lander
correct.
Smith. And
I'm man enough to admit one day you will be too. When you're wrong, you can say so. So I actually emailed Cullen Clark Sr. and I said, listen, I never, ever want to take away a touchdown from a young man on a broadcast. Nick Brown had it right. I had it wrong.
So,
all of them were super gracious.
Funny, we got to Ruston back around 1:15. 2 a.m., I get a text message, you've got a son in college, daughter, 2 a.m. I said, oh, no, something bad. I look up, it's like, I heard there was some confusion in the press box. You owe me a Diet Coke. So Cullen Clark, they called the touchdown. He'll bring a Diet Coke by the room. So I said, that was Mr. Kyle Roberts,
yep.
But I have you a Diet Coke in the fridge.
And here's his cell phone number.
So certainly great, but look at Cullen Clark will see some time at tight end as well. Running back, Dalen Powell. Do you know the last time, I want to say this for a game, but you know the last time the Bearcats had a running back score 4 touchdowns in a game? Just let you sink on that, marinate that on through the game for all our listeners, the most intelligent audience in all of high school football. Lander Smith at fullback seems like he's been a Bearcat for 27 years in eligibility. Sam Hartwell, quarterback tonight. Outside receivers, Morgan, Alex Hunt saw some time last week, Kishun Malcolm, and Caleb Jones.
Of course, those starters are brought to you by our friends at Lanyap Animal Health. We'll take another break. When we come back, we'll get you the defensive starters tonight. You're listening to Bearcat Football here in the Wood Marine broadcast booth on Q94.1 and the BearcatNationNetwork.com.
The State Farm Personal Price Plan helps you create an affordable price just for you. Contact local agent Skip Russell for your personal price plan today.
Firmly founded in 1936, Pierce Lumber has been Ruston's hometown tradition for nearly 90 years. As your local Ace Hardware dealer, we're your headquarters for Bearcat tailgates, with Big Green Eggs, Traeger grills, Turtle Box speakers, Yeti coolers, meat church and hardcore carnivore seasonings, along with all the cooking gear you need to keep the grill hot and the drinks ice cold. From kickoff to the final whistle, we've got everything you need to make game day unforgettable. Pierce Lumber, friendly service, quality products, and proud supporters of the Bearcats.
Bayou Cabot is a proud sponsor of Bearcat football and a loyal member of the Bearcat Football Club. Visit Bayou Cabot for all your tractor and farm equipment needs. Bayou Cabot, service with a purpose in Ruston, Bossier City, and Monroe.
Calling Bearcat Nation. This is Bill Hogan at CenturyNext Bank. Here we love our Bearcats, and we know there's no team like our home team. Remember, when you bank with us, you bank with the locals. And that's a win for our community. Go Bearcats. Member FDIC Equal Housing Lender.
Headquartered in Ruston, Louisiana, HGA is a full-service project management and engineering services firm providing professional services to clients throughout the U.S. and overseas. HGA builds long-term client relationships by listening to clients, leveraging the experience of its professional team, and delivering on its commitments. HGA is a proud supporter of the Bearcat football program.
Headquartered in Ruston, Louisiana, Hunt Forest Products manufactures a variety of plywood lumber and other specialty wood products to meet a wide variety.
In a 4-year series, it was home away, home away. 3 very exciting games if you were a Bearcat. The first one back in 2022 was a last-second field goal by, I believe, Will Fenley from 24 yards away.
That was, yes.
And then the 2 years ago was, I would say, Ahmad Hudson establishing himself as one of the top receivers in all of the nation when he made that incredible one-handed grab that set up a prophetic 99-yard touchdown drive that Nick Brown had called upon. And then last year, Sam Hartwell got the start at quarterback, and he was able to come out and lead Ruston to a big blowout win over the Panthers. And so all 3 of these games so far have been in Ruston's favor. This is a Cabot team that is not quite up to the same standard of winning that it has been in the past, but don't sleep on a program like this. Like you said earlier, Nick Brown, this is a school that has a lot of kids and a lot of players, and so you have got to be mindful that this could be a possibility.
Well, you look at this team, Kyle, they're 0-2 on the year, and really talking to their teachers and people out in the community as we made our way up here today, there's not a lot of confidence in the team, but yet the support is still here. They said, hey, it's just a down year. Last year, I think they won 4 to 5 ball games. One of those was a playoff game. They didn't make the playoffs, but they're still here, sold out on the home side stands here in Cabot, Arkansas, as the Panthers are taking the field. And we're going to look at some of those defensive starters, Kyle. Defensive end, Keegan Goldsmith, number 92. D-tackle, Nick Hardison. Other D-tackle, Rakeem the Dream Potts. Braylon Osborne at defensive end. Hunter Soto got a lot of time last week at Acadiana. It's really, they rotate a lot on that. It really looks like we're giving 2 deep. At the weak safety, Miles Brown, Holt Hunt, Mike linebacker, Aiden Adams, Caden Gray, the will linebacker, Keelan Davis, strong safety, Trendon Moore, and George Smith. At corner, Devin Major, Cam Dean in as well, Jaden Anding at free safety, and at corner, Jamarius Anderson. Kicking and punting tonight, Joaquin Ramos will be handling kickoff duties. Cade Kelly will be snapping for the Bearcats, and Tyler Osborne as well. I believe holding is Peyton Nations for the Bearcats. Did a great job last week. One of them nearly over his head, was able to bring it in, make it count. I'm ready for this game of football. 2 teams. Uniforms, you got a little black in the Cabot uniforms, but Bearcats in the Stormtrooper look tonight.
Those starters are brought to you by our friends at Lanyap Animal Health, of course. And so with that, the captains are about to take to the field. We'll continue our pregame show here very momentarily.
Headquartered in Ruston, Louisiana, Hunt Forest Products manufactures a variety of plywood lumber and other specialty wood products to meet a wide variety of building and manufacturing needs. Hunt Forest Products is family-owned and operated, practices sustainable forestry, and provides more than 400 Louisiana jobs. Hunt Forest Products is a proud supporter of the Bearcat football program.
I love the nickname for the Stormtrooper uniforms, and that is the white jerseys for Ruston with red numerals trimmed in gray with red and gray up the side of the pant leg and on the shoulder pads with red helmets. Cabot has a red color as well. It's not as rich as Ruston's red, but it's almost the inverse of colors, and this is going to be fielded at the 12-yard line on the return by the Cabot returner, and it will be down at the 27-yard line, 1st and 10 Cabot, to see if they can get their first drive going of the night.
Yeah, a little extracurricular activity on that one. Caden Gray and a Cabot Panther involved in a little fisticuffs there, nothing major. Now, Kyle, if you recall 2 years ago when we were here, this is one of the quickest games we've played on the year. They waste little time setting the ball down. So it's going to be, I foresee, a quick game here tonight.
We're going to shortly take a Southern States Equipment trip down to the sideline to talk to our friend Toby Nations. And so, Toby, that was a real quick coin toss, but obviously the Bearcats look like they're ready to go.
Yeah, hey, Kyle, Nick, we're playing football down here, and that's exciting. So thank you to Southern States Equipment for sponsoring the sideline, Mike.
All right, sounds good, Bearcats.
It's a shotgun formation and a handoff right up the middle, and now bouncing to the right side. That's Cooper Powell the senior running back, wearing 0 on the jersey. He is anything but that. Cooper Powell is probably the biggest bright spot on this offense for this Cabot Panther team.
Rakeem the Dream Potts, number 90, in on the tackle, but numerous Bearcats, and that's one of the things. Really been impressed how they're able to go with a new coach, and really these players doing well under first-year defensive coordinator Marcus Yanez.
It'll be 2nd down and 8. Our first quarter is brought to you by our friends at Jim Taylor Ford. So 2nd and 8. 11:15 to go in the first quarter. We're scoreless. Shotgun formation, 2 receivers near side for the Panthers. It's a play fake, and back to throw is McCrory. And McCrory has a little bit of time, but that's because there's a flag thrown. It's going to be a hold against the Panthers. And where that flag was thrown, this ball could be coming way back. And so it would have been 3rd and 8 after the incomplete, but now you're probably looking at a 2nd down and probably somewhere around 22 yards.
Yeah, Hunter Soto did a great job of technique getting around his man, and they had to take 2 of them to stop him. And you know what? They stopped him by grabbing his jersey, so good job by Hunter Soto to get through the offensive line of Cabot. And now moving the ball back, we go to 2nd down.
So my math not super great here. It's going to be 2nd down and I believe 18, not quite 22, but still the holding call went in favor, and that will be certainly helpful for the Ruston Bearcats here.
We appreciate you last weekend. Won't say it, but one time we had a lot of technical difficulties down at Acadiana's. We certainly appreciate you singing with the Bearcat Nation Network and Q94 with the sideline mic working tonight.
Hand off to Powell with trips receivers on the near side, and Powell not much room, and he'll be bounced outside and brought down. And I believe for the Bearcats, that looks like that was either Chase McGuire or Jaron Albritton on the defensive line making that stop. But it will be 3rd down and 14, so a 3rd and long situation coming up for the Panthers.
Good vantage point to see all the Bearcat fans that have made the trip to Cabot, Arkansas across the way.
That was Hunter Soto on the tackle, so thanks to Toby Nations. That is just a quick dump off to the tailback, and nowhere for him to go. That is Trendon Moore bringing down the rusher.
Moore did a great job tackling in space, not able to break that. Going to bring out the punting unit for the Cabot Panthers. Back to return the punt for the Bearcats. Looks like it's going to be number 15, Davis DeMoss. DeMoss returned one against Bird for a touchdown. Junior speedster, also a member of the Bearcat baseball team.
So DeMoss will stand at the 45-yard line. This punt will be coming away with Lucas Blaylock standing at his own 7-yard line. Bearcats look like they might be sending most of the house. Punt up, beautiful punt. And now DeMoss fields it at the 35. He's going to have to make a man miss on the near side. He does. 35 and knocked out of bounds at the 37-yard line. Bearcats have 1st and 10. And they will bring out, as Nick Brown said earlier, a starting lineup on offense that had an absolute field day down at Acadiana last week.
We'll go back to that punt, which I love, Lucas Blaylock's punt on that one. And Davis DeMoss did a great job of the over-the-shoulder catch. If he doesn't, that's going to go 15, 20 yards more towards the Cabot end zone. Jim Taylor Ford is proud to support the Bearcats. Check out the inventory on the I-20 North Service Road in Ruston or online at jimtaylorford.com.
All right, so Powell will come out. Offset I formation as Lander Smith will line up to the left side of Sam Hartwell. Again, Hartwell had a tremendous ball game last season against Cabot, showing that the quarterback depth chart is where it needs to be. And there's a toss to Powell, and he'll be close to a 1st down. It's going to depend on the spot. I think he got enough, but we'll see if they move the sticks. Yep, the chains move. And again, the clock continues to run on 1st down. Nope, they just stopped it. I was going to say, like Nick Brown said, this could be a very fast game given how much both of these teams are going to try to run the ball. And these officials here in Arkansas, they waste no time whatsoever. They're as ready to go home as anybody on a Friday night. Shotgun set on 1st and 10. Hartwell back to throw. It goes over the middle, and it is caught. And that is Keyshawn Malcolm, who bobbled it but was able to secure the grab, and he'll get 6 yards on the play and into Cabot territory. It'll be 2nd down and 4 at the Panther 48-yard line.
Keshawn Malcolm, another one of those two-sport athletes, had him in radio class a few years ago. Ended up playing basketball for the Bearcats, been very successful. Talked to him, the guys talked to him. That's what they did. He came out for football, enjoyed seeing him. Spoke to him in the hall the other day. How you enjoying football? He's really enjoying it. So a great addition to the Bearcat football team.
So it is 2nd down and 5. Shotgun formation. Powell in the backfield. Puts a man in motion. That's Malcolm. Hartwell back to throw, and he's going to be pressured. Spins out of trouble. Rolls to his left side. Fires downfield. Has a man, and it's caught. To the 25, 20, inside the 15. That's a first down for the Bearcats for Josiah Morgan, the wide receiver for the Ruston Bearcats. And Sam Hartwell gets credit for scrambling to his left and making a throw down the field.
Hey, that's one of the toughest things to do. Not that I ever played quarterback, but rolling out to your right and then throwing back. So an excellent job of Hartwell to keep the play alive and for the receivers to stay with him. So great job by the Bearcats.
Empty backfield now, 4 receivers on the near side. Hartwell takes the snap. It'll be a designed run for the QB inside the 5, and Hartwell is in for the end zone, and that'll be a touchdown for the Bearcats with 7:36 left to go in the first quarter. Ruston with the lead, 6-0 as we await the extra point.
Boy, this is a great job. I love the play call. The coaches are right to our left, so we're going to say we love the play calls. In fact, they came up and said, hey, you want to switch with us tonight? I said, no. Fans would not like Nick Brown calling plays. You can stick to media and call the plays. But, man, what a great play call. Good job, Bearcats get it in. Now Ramos in to attempt this extra point.
So as Nick Brown said, it will be Joaquin Ramos in to attempt the point after. Nations is the holder. Kick is up. Splits the uprights, and Ruston will lead 7-0 with 7:36 left to go in the first quarter. We'll be back after this. You're listening to Bearcat Football on Q94.1 and the BearcatNationNetwork.com.
Hunter Smith, class of 1999, and Josh Beckham, class of 2006, are firmly founded. Contact us for 2 Bearcats who will be a trusted advisor in your next sell or purchase of recreational, investment, or hunting property. Go Cats!
Step into the winner's circle with a John Deere tractor from Goldman Equipment. Shop North and Central Louisiana's largest John Deere dealer. Goldman Equipment. We're not just in your field.
For the Bearcats, that one went 63 yards. It was capped off by a touchdown by Sam Hartwell from inside the 15-yard line, getting in the red zone for the first time tonight. Ruston Bearcats looking really good.
We're going to go to Toby. Tell us what you saw on that drive, Toby.
Hey, Nick. Hey, good job by Sam Hartwell rolling around to give himself some time. He was looking for it was a good deal for Sam. I mean, I'm kind of speechless because I got so excited.
I'm speechless because we actually have your mic working and you sound great tonight.
All right, yeah, but hey, just good job by Sam giving himself some time and able to get that pass down to Joe to get us down there close to the goal line.
Going back to the sideline more tonight. Ramos in to kick the ball off.
And this will be fielded at the 10-yard line by the returner, Andrew Godwin. And Godwin to the 20, 25, 30. And so that's a couple of nice returns on special teams for the Panthers. But Ruston was able to hold Cabot to a 3-and-out with a huge holding call in the middle of their last drive. They were forced to punt it away. Ruston easily able to march down the football field and get into the end zone.
You know, and that's something you go back over the years, Kyle. People talked about the pooch kick to the 35 to 30. That one, a deep kick all the way down to the 10-yard line, but Cabot able to get a good return and bring it out to the 33-yard line, 32.5-yard line.
All right, so it's going to be a shotgun formation. One receiver far side, a man in motion, and then it'll be an option toss to the near side to Powell again. And so we have a Cooper Powell and we have a Dalen Powell. Cooper Powell, of course, for the Panthers. Dalen Powell, we're certainly thrilled to have him on the Ruston side of the football.
Got to be real careful. Miles Brown on that tackle for the Bearcats, close to being a late hit. You don't want to give any free yardage to the opposition tonight. Bearcats do lead at 7-0. Kyle, this team 0-2 is Cabot, so they're hungry for a win here tonight.
All right, so it will be 2nd down and 3. Ball at the 40-yard line. One receiver to the far side. Shotgun formation. High snap. Able to get a clean handoff, and Powell has his first down of the night. That was a nice run, a gain of 6 on the play. So on this drive, Powell with 2 rushes and 13 yards.
I believe that was Charles Scott on the tackle for the Bearcats. And just really, on that one, that's the first time we've really seen the Cabot offensive line make the way with the Bearcat defensive line, but create a big hole there. Scott with the tackle for the Bearcats.
So first down and 10 for Cabot, their first of the night. They're on their own 46-yard line. Shotgun formation, one receiver far side. Another handoff to Powell. Cooper Powell almost to midfield. He'll be wrapped up at the 49-yard line. That'll be a gain of 3 on the play. Second down and 7 coming up.
You know, listen, talking to their play-by-play guy before the game, certainly appreciate the hospitality shown. Really is going to see a lot of Powell. They don't do a lot more offensively. Now Powell is coming out of the game for the Panthers. It'll be interesting what they see and do here. Kyle, we've already played almost half of the first quarter.
Again, you called it earlier. When we were here 2 years ago, we were absolutely floored by how fast all of this moved. And now it's second down and 7. So in a game where a clock was moving quickly, this sounds like elementary for football, but you got to score when you get the ball because you're not going to have it very much. Back to throw. Fires downfield. Great coverage by the Bearcats, and that was Charles Scott in single coverage with the tight end Luke Gamble.
Yeah, great coverage by Scott, as you mentioned. Really ball overthrown, but they're really protective of the football with this one coming in with an 0-2 record, going to guard every possession. And that one, he knew if his receiver didn't catch it, he wasn't going to be intercepted. It's a good coverage by Scott.
So now third down and 8. This is a big third down after Cabot was able to get a first here earlier. Shotgun formation, 2 receivers on each side. McCrory pointed to something that he saw. He's going to have to snap it fast. And he just gets it off in time. McCrory back to throw, fires way downfield, a beautiful ball up, knocked away. He did fire that into double coverage, but I will tell you that was a beautiful pass by Maddox McCrory, even if it was incomplete. Now it's decision time if you're the Cabot Panthers, and it looks like they're going to bring out the offense. Or, excuse me, the special teams.
I want to tell you what a great job of, I didn't get the number of the defensive back, but you got his hands up because that was a beautifully thrown ball, but getting that hand up was able to block the vision of the wide receiver and force the Cabot Panthers to punt here with 6 minutes and 1 second to go in the first quarter.
So Blaylock again into punt, standing at his own 34-yard line now. And a timeout appears to be called. Yep, it'll be taken by Cabot. We'll take this one with them. A 1-minute timeout. Ruston leads 7-0 with 6:01 left to go in the first quarter of play. Back after this, this is Bearcat Football on Q94.1 and the BearcatNationNetwork.com.
Holland Real Estate Group has been serving the commercial real estate needs in Louisiana for over 30 years.
Because your business means everything to you. We know the importance of proper planning and location management. With our extensive knowledge of the area, we're able to create individualized solutions for our clients. We work closely with our community leaders to understand growth in the area. Ensuring successful win-win relationships for our clients is what we do best.
At GBT, we're more than just a bank. We're part of the community, and we're proud to cheer on Ruston High Athletics.
Whether it's on the field, court, or track, we're excited to stand by our athletes and celebrate their hard work and dedication. With GBT, you're always banking on a
So you hear the Ruston band in the background there calling for the chains to be moved.
And Hudson out wide. Watch this one. This could be the deja vu. See what the Bearcats do here, Kyle.
So it's 1st and 10, ball at the 14-yard line. This drive started inside the 1. Hartwell back to throw. In single coverage, guess who? Ahmad Hudson, and he's still going. 40, 45, tackled at the 48-yard line.
You can't tell me that design. You go through, look exactly, deja vu. Hudson with a great catch, but more importantly is the moves after the catch. And the Bearcats, no huddle, they're going right back at it. They're attacking quick as well. They've adjusted. Hartwell under center. He's going to hand the ball off to Powell, and Powell goes to the left side, going to pick up 5 or 6 yards there. Boy, Bearcats really moving quick, Kyle.
So 2nd down and 2. Cats happy to go into a hurry-up offense here. That first touchdown, again, was a 14-yard quarterback keeper by Sam Hartwell, and now the Bearcats are moving it after starting on their 6-inch line. Powell with another first down pickup, and he'll get 9 on the play. And this will move the chains down to the Cabot 34-yard line.
And Powell again going to burst off the left side, pick up another first down. Having trouble bringing him down all the way down to the 15-yard line is Dalen Powell. Well, a lot of great sportsmanship out there. You see Lander helping a guy up. Bearcats not wasting any time here. The clock continues to roll. 3:50 remaining here in the first quarter.
I formation, one receiver on the near side, and it is a handoff again to Powell. He'll bounce to the near side, breaks a tackler, not the second one. And so it will be 2nd down and 3 at the 10-yard line. So the Bearcats are back in the red zone. Their first trip was a touchdown. Hartwell hands it off to Smith. Lander Smith gets a couple, has enough for the first. That's a 5-yard pickup on the play.
Bearcats are going again. Hartwell under center. Smith at fullback. Powell in the backfield. Going to hand it off to Smith once again.
That is enough for a 1st and goal at the 3-yard line. And now a timeout getting ready to be taken. That's an official's timeout. Cabot player is down. We're going to go ahead and take a quick timeout. We'll do this for a full minute here. Again, we got a Cabot player down on the ground, and so certainly hope that that young man is okay.
Building a life is different for everyone because everyone is different. That's why State Farm is there. Contact local agent Skip Russell for a quote today.
Need extra space? Whether you're moving, downsizing, or just clearing the clutter, Premier Storage is here to help. Customers can easily check in and receive their lock from the kiosk anytime, day or night, or online at premierstorage.ruston.com. Gated access and on-site security features so you can store with confidence. Premier Storage, safe, secure, close to home. Reserve your unit today.
Firmly founded in 1936, Pierce Lumber has been your go-to for quality building parts in Ruston and North Louisiana. Located on 1032 Burgessville Road, we carry tools from DeWalt, Milwaukee, Senco, and Ego Power Tools. We're your home for locally sourced lumber and quality building parts. As well as being your local supplier for Benjamin Moore Paint, we offer delivery of our products from our door to yours. Follow us on Facebook or Instagram, and remember, if you're making it, make it with Pierce Lumber.
No one can predict the future, but there are preventative measures to ensure our properties, belongings, and families are protected. At Provision Security, this is what we do best. Our team of security professionals install.
Defender is being helped off the field. Certainly hope that he is going to be okay. That is Logan Jackson for the Panthers. And Ruston does have 1st and goal at the 3-yard. And again, this drive started all the way back inside the 1-yard line. I formation. Hartwell under center, takes the snap, hands it. No, it's a play fake, and Hartwell bootleg left side. Ahmad Hudson with the 3-yard touchdown grab, and Ruston leads 13-0, extra point pending.
Yeah, absolutely. Great job by fool to everyone, including myself. You look forward to Ahmad Hudson over on the other side. Again, I go back to it now. The longest drives at Ruston High the past 2 seasons. You look here 2 years ago, the 99-yard drive, and that one just equaled that. So the longest drives I can remember both happened right here in Cabot, Arkansas. And the game was played really fast. We're 3 minutes left in the first quarter, and the Bearcats lead at 13-0. Ramos in to attempt the extra point. Cade Kelly snapping. Peyton Nations holding.
And here comes.
Go ahead. Get ready. The kick is up, and it is good. And the Bearcats lead it 14-0 over the Cabot Panthers with 3 minutes to go here in the first quarter. We're going to go down to Toby Nations and talk about that drive, Toby.
Hey, Nick, it was kind of deja vu. You were talking about last year, 99 yards. But I tell you what you could really see down here, Cabot, they look really good in their uniforms. But, Ruston, we're a little bit smaller. But, man, we just look way more athletic than they are.
Yeah, Toby, and that's one thing, Toby, about this team from Cabot has an 0-2 start. But it really hasn't derailed any of these fans from Cabot because they certainly turned out tonight.
No, I mean, they've got a big sea of a burnt kind of red, covering on the other sideline. But, just like Coach Ball talked about, they're going to try to run it ass with their size. But our defense, in that last drive, just did a great job of, it's speed. Speed kills, and it does at the high school level also.
All right, Toby, we certainly appreciate it. Look forward to talking to you a little later here in the first half. But, Kyle, so far so good for the Bearcats, leading 14-0.
Again, with the way the clock is moving here in Cabot, Arkansas, you want to get as many points up as you possibly can, just because it feels like even if the game time is moving quickly, it doesn't feel like you have the ball quite as much. And so that was a call to the sideline brought to you by our friends at Southern States Equipment. The Smoothie King scoring drive went for 99 yards, a 3-yard touchdown reception. Hauled in by Ahmad Hudson. It was a beautiful bootleg throw from Hartwell, and Hudson was in some single coverage, if you could call it that. Nobody was within earshot.
Now, if you had anything that you would say, okay, what the Bearcats going to work on, Kyle, the last kick, and Ramos is going to kick this one. Will he kick it deep again? This one going to go all the way down to around the 12-yard line. Here comes a return. Not a good return as the Panthers had last time. Ton of Bearcats in on the tackle.
And that will be 1st and 10 for Cabot at their own 27-yard line.
Now, Bearcats make it tough to call out a tackle, Kyle, because it really gang tackle and several in on that one.
So 1st down and 10, ball at the 27-yard line. .252 left to go in the first quarter of play. Shotgun formation. Back to throw. Maddox completes it to Powell. And just gang tackled. Oh, and the ball came out. And this could be a scoop and score for Ruston. And we're going to wait and see if the touchdown is called, and it is. The Ruston Bearcats get their first defensive touchdown of this season, and that will be after a strip fumble and recovered and returned by Jaden Anding.
Great job from Anding. Now quickly the Bearcats now lead it 20-0 over the Cabot Panthers. And Kyle, I want to tell you, what an explosive first quarter. Running clock rule, would that be would be in effect here as well because National Federation rules. So Bearcats lead it 20-0. Ramos coming in to attempt the extra point. A lot of work from Ramos tonight, holding Peyton Nations. Nations did a great job last week holding it to Acadiana.
So Ramos to attempt this point after. Kick is up, and it's good. 21-0. 2:43 left to go here in this first quarter of play. Let's take another Southern States Equipment call down to the sideline to Toby Nations. Toby, that looked like it happened right in front of you. Jaden Anding just scooped it up right over on the far sideline and easily was able to get that one in the end zone.
Yeah, Kyle, that was something you and I actually talked about before the game. Cabot coming in here in 2 games had 4 lost turnovers. And, we're hoping that, maybe our defense could pick one up this game and they continue that same habit. So it looks like Anding scored. So good job for the Bearcats.
Thank you, Toby. And, Cal, now you see that this sea of red really got in quiet as the Bearcats a dominating performance here over the Cabot Panthers. This will be the last game with Cabot for the foreseeable future as a little schedule change. We'll know a little more of that as we get on into the season, but I think the schedule is going to look quite different next year for these Ruston Bearcats. Ramos in to kick off for the Bearcats. Did a great job of coverage last time, so we'll see how the Bearcats do if they kick it deep again. Moving away, Ramos' leg stronger, kicked it down to the 10-yard line.
So 2:43 left to go in the first. Ruston leads 21-0. 3 touchdowns in less than 10 minutes of play here in this first quarter. Again, our first quarter sponsor, Jim Taylor Ford. This is fielded at the 5-yard line. And a nice return and still going past the 30 to the 35. Breaks some tacklers. That's Jalen Hart up the far sideline. And Hart is going to return this one all the way for a touchdown and gives the Panthers some life, and there's no flags on the field. And that will cut this lead to 21-6. So we're seeing scores of all different varieties, Nick Brown. We've seen a rushing touchdown, a passing touchdown, a fumble return for a touchdown, and now a kickoff return for a touchdown.
Yeah, new life for the Panthers, and that's one thing we'll talk about, and we'll talk with Jared Ball after the game. That's one thing you see, the deeper we kick it, there is a problem there. They had one kick they returned for 20-plus yards, and that one for the touchdown. So a breakdown in coverage on the deep kick from the Bearcats. But I will take the blame for that when I talked about a running clock here in Arkansas. So 2:29 remaining here in the first quarter.
So Dean Heyer into for this extra point. Kick is up. And it's good. 2:29 left to go on the Robert Temple State Farm scoreboard here in the first quarter. Ruston is up 21 and now up to 7. We'll take a timeout. When we come back, play will resume here in the first quarter. This is Bearcat Football on Q94.1 and the BearcatNationNetwork.com.
No one can predict the future, but there are preventative measures to ensure our properties, belongings, and families are protected. At Provision Security, this is what we do best. Our team of security professionals install and service the latest technologies in security alarms, access control systems, IP cameras, and much more. We take pride in securing the homes and businesses of North Louisiana. If you're ready to safeguard what matters most, call us at 318-255-1566 for a free quote. Provision Security remains dedicated to protecting your past, present, and future.
I'm Brett Brown, and when I want fireworks, there is only one place I go, and that is Family Fireworks. Family Fireworks supports all Ruston High activities. John, Barbara, Jim, Jennifer, and Philip Ford are all Ruston High graduates. Family Fireworks is located at 116 UPS Road off Highway 33 in Ruston. We are the tent in the back. Just like you celebrate Bearcat and Lady Bearcat victories, come celebrate your firework holidays with us. We have been making memories for over 20 years. Come have fun with Family Fireworks. Ford family says go big Ruston.
Had some excitement from this Cabot Panther crowd after that very nice return from well over 90 yards by Gavin Hart for a touchdown. So it cuts it to 21-7. And I know that's something that head coach Jared Ball, like you said, Nick Brown, when we talked to him in the postgame show, that's going to be something that he'll be frustrated with. This one's going to be kicked all the way back to the 1-yard line, fielded by Powell. Can he return the favor? Powell to the 10-15, and he'll be tripped up, falling forward to the 17-yard line, and that will be 1st and 10 for the Bearcats as they get ready to start this next drive.
That's absolutely, Kyle. You look at that, the return from Powell. Now Bearcats need to answer this score, keep that 3-score lead, because you don't want to wake this sleeping giant up in this crowd that's here in Cabot, Arkansas, hungry for a win. You can tell the new life that touchdown brought to this crowd. So Bearcats need to come in here and control this with 2:23 remaining here in the first quarter and answer that score.
Ruston High alum Robert Temple loves the Bearcats. Robert Temple State Farm is located at 935 North Trenton in Ruston. Good luck, Bearcats, from the Robert Temple State Farm team. Shotgun formation. Hartwell motions for Morgan to line up a little wider on the near side. Takes the snap and a quick, play fake, and Hartwell will roll to his left side. A pump fake. Makes a man miss and tripped up to the 25-yard line. Actually, they'll say he went out at the 23, so this will be a gain of maybe 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down and 6 coming up.
Yeah, shoestring tackle really saved that from good job by the Cabot player from preventing Hartwell from picking up any more yards. But really a good look. I think he had the opportunity to hit his receiver and try to believe that was Caleb Jones on the sideline. So see if the Bearcats go to the air or attempt to go to the air again, but a good run from Hartwell.
All right, so I formation, 2 receivers far side. Handoff to Powell. And Powell gets 3 yards on the play, and that's in a cloud of dust. And now it will be 3rd down and a manageable 2. So 1:21 left to go here in this first quarter. Ruston up 21-7. Scoreboard brought to you by Robert Temple State Farm. That band you hear in the background is the giant band of the Cabot Panthers. 3rd down and 2. Quick toss, caught, and tackled in the backfield for a loss of 3 on the play. I think that was Morgan, and it will be a 4th down and 5 situation coming up.
Yeah, Ramos going to come in and punt this one away. Momentum really turning here as what a special teams touchdown can do. Bearcats do lead it 21-7. Bearcats having Kyle really, there comes the special team out on the field. Plenty of time, 17 seconds on the play clock.
So under 30 seconds left to go here in the first quarter. 4th down and 4. Ramos to punt it away. And it will be fielded around. Actually, it's going to bounce at the 45-yard line. So that'll be a punt of about 30 yards. And so now it'll be 1st and 10. And this could be the last play of the first quarter with 9 seconds to go. Ruston leads 21-7.
Lee Davis DeMoss down in that punt for the Bearcats. Now just interesting to see what the Cabot Panthers do here, Kyle. They're going to go for the, although it's the end of the first quarter, but just run up the middle, see if their Powell is back in play. Yeah, he's back on the field after getting a breather, so
9 seconds left to go here in the Jim Taylor Ford first quarter. Shotgun formation, 3 receiver set. And a handoff. That'll be Cooper Powell again, and he'll get 1st down yardage into Bearcat territory. So that does briefly stop the clock, but once the chains get reset, yep, there they go. 2-1, and that will do it for the first quarter of play. Again, brought to you by Jim Taylor Ford. Ruston leads this one 21-7 from the score brought to you by Robert Temple State Farm. We'll be back for the second quarter after this. This is Bearcat Football on Q94.1 and the BearcatNationNetwork.com.
Life is a workout, so make it a good one. Fuel your body with what it needs at Smoothie King. A delicious meal packed with energy, protein, and power.
We mastered the sip, and now we've perfected the bite. Get a Smoothie King smoothie and loaded toast for $9.99. Deliciously satisfying and packed with the good stuff.
Smoothie King's got the toast.
I live in Ruston. It's where I went to school and raised my boys. Now with 2 grandsons and another grandbaby on the way, this community means more than ever. I have a passion for serving families across Northeast Louisiana. Whether buying or selling, it's about helping people find the place they'll call home. Because when it comes to finding a home, I treat your family like my own.
Hi, I'm Buddy Terja, and I'm
Cabot on the Ruston 43-yard line. And McCrory looking towards the near sideline for the play call here in the Kim Dupree State Farm second quarter. And it's a handoff, and that's Cooper Powell again. Pushes the pile forward. And that was just a no gain on the play. Powell with nothing that he could do brings up 2nd down and 10.
I want to take a Southern States equipment call to the sideline. And, Toby, what do you see about the momentum, and what can you feel about the momentum changing here in the second quarter.
Yeah, that return by Hart, it changed some things, especially, going 3 out. Last weekend, they had Acadiana had the 84-yard touchdown against us, and then we were able to return the the kickoff for a touchdown. But, I think, Ruston, they're picking it up down here. The attitude down here on the sideline is really good.
Another handoff to Powell, 2 yards on the near side, and it'll be 3rd down and 8. Again, that's Cooper Powell for the Cabot Panthers. And I'll say this, Nick Brown, you're down 21-7 against a really good Ruston High School football team. This might be 4-down territory.
I think so. Aiden Adams just left the field. A helmet came off. That, of course, the rule. I remember years ago when it first came in, you saw people not going off, but now it's automatic. But Adams out on this play after the helmet came off. See what the Bearcats can do. But I agree with you, Kyle. I think it's 4-down territory.
3rd down and 8. Shotgun formation for McCrory. 2 receivers far side. McCrory with the play fake. Has some time. Back to throw. Fires downfield, has a man, and it's caught on the far side inside the red zone. Reception made by Cannon Moore, a sophomore receiver for the Panthers. It'll be 1st down and 10 at the Ruston 15-yard line.
That was just a job of an offensive lineman doing their job, giving a quarterback plenty of time to play and watching the vantage point up here in the press box. Cal, beautiful routes ran by the Cabot Panthers. They already completed. They said, hey, we don't need 4th down here. Bearcats back against the wall need to get a stand.
So 1st down and 10. Cabot inside the red zone at the Ruston 14-yard line. So shotgun formation, man in motion, and it's a handoff again to Powell, and nowhere for Powell to go. Just a couple at best. It'll be 2nd down and 8. State Farm agent Kim Dupree has 2 locations, 1001 Trenton Street in Ruston, 101 West 5th Avenue, West 5th Street in El Dorado. Contact State Farm agent Kim Dupree for all of your insurance needs.
Bearcats looking over Cal here. It's one where last week the blowout over Acadiana, find yourself really, as you're leading by 2 scores, curious to see the momentum here, adjustments the Bearcats make. But 9:40, and that clock is moving quick.
2nd down and 8. Ball at the 12-yard line of Ruston. Another play fake. McCrory rolls to his right. His strong side goes into the end zone. Incomplete. Overthrew his intended target, his fullback. And that was intended for Asa Branham. And now it'll be another 3rd down and 8 situation. Let's take another Southern States equipment call down to the sidelines to Toby Nations.
Yeah, Kyle. Yeah, I mean, the guys down here, they're kind of, hopefully we don't, it's a little bend, not break action. But, Cabot's kind of got us on his heels right now.
Appreciate it, Toby. They really do here. Bearcats need to stand on 3rd down, Kyle.
So shotgun formation in the hard snap count drew some Bearcats offside, it appears. And so 3rd and 8 now turns into 3rd and 3. And Cabot really starting to believe in itself, Nick Brown, here. You can kind of see some energy both from the crowd and also by this team after drawing the Bearcats off sides.
You can. I mentioned it before ad nauseum. They're 0-2. They have not looked really good in those 2 losses. The turnovers have been mounting. So this is one, they're viewing this as a make or break on their season because they did go to the playoffs last year, but only 4 wins last year. Build on that now in an 0-2 hole. Bearcats need to get a stop here. Bearcats do lead at 21-7, 9 minutes, 30 seconds remaining here in the first half.
So shotgun formation, 3rd down and 3. It's a direct snap to Powell. Powell runs right up the middle, pushes the pile, and he has enough for a 1st and goal, it looks like. Needed to get to the 4, and he got to the 3. So 1st and goal. I think everybody in the stadium knew that was when they saw Powell lined up, that it was just going to be a simple run right up the middle. Powell, the senior running back, 5'9", 194 pounds. And this drive, Nick Brown, I believe it started at the 45-yard line. So this was over on the Ruston side of the football field. So Powell again with the direct snap, and he'll be tackled short, but he still gets a yard on the play.
Probably just going to stick with that play, Kyle, so Bearcats know what is coming. They just have to line up and stop it. But Powell, a very powerful running back, and able to push the line of scrimmage.
Robert Temple State Farm scoreboard, 8:44 left to go in the first half. Ruston up 21-7, but Cabot knocking at the door. Ruston was up by 21 points with 3 minutes left to go in the first quarter, and since then it has been all the Cabot Panthers. So McCrory, for this drive, is going to watch from the sideline as Powell will take another direct snap. He'll fake to the left, hits the pile right at the goal line, and he's in. And that'll be a short yard touchdown for Cooper Powell. And now our score, Ruston 21, Cabot 13 as we wait the extra point.
And Kyle, let's just give them credit. It's a great drive out of the Cabot Panthers, and well, you can see momentum really coming to this Cabot sideline. Powell firing up the troops, and quite frankly, he did a great job on that one. Just the old Wildcat formation. Bearcats couldn't stop it now. On to attempt an extra point to make this a 7-point game.
So waiting the point after. It's up by Higher. Right down the middle. 8:19 left to go here in the first half. We'll keep it here in the Wood Marine broadcast booth. Ruston 21, Cabot 14. Fence. And then watching a 55-yard touchdown drive. And, of course, our scoring drives are always brought to you by our friends at Smoothie King.
Well, you just got to regroup, Kyle. You come in and you build up a 3-score lead, and really you're starting thinking the last week when you really blew Acadiana out and had the running clock. But now what do you got to do? The area motion. You got to work on your coverage on special teams. We had a 25, 30-yard return, and you turn that back and a kick return for a touchdown. Makes you wonder if we'll see the pooch kick make an appearance back, but DeMoss back as well as Powell to return this kick for the Bearcats. 8:19 remaining here in the first half. Bearcats do lead it over the Cabot Panthers 21-14. So no doom and gloom. Bearcats aren't behind now, just to get this football and widen that margin and have a good drive, eat up the rest of this clock, and go into halftime with a 2-score lead. Like the Panthers, Kyle, maybe perhaps an onside kick here. Now Bearcats are dropping back.
And they're definitely keeping them on their toes currently.
Well, they're changing kickers out. Have you noticed that? So Hires on to kick it now. He did not kick off the last time. So interesting to watch what the Panthers do.
Another deep kick. This time fielded at the 7-yard line by Powell. Powell, a dangerous returner for the Bearcats. Breaks a would-be tackler up the far side, still going. To the 40, 45, midfield. Hits a good stiff arm on a shoulder pad before he is knocked down inside the 45 of the Cabot Panthers. And so Ruston, I think they needed that shot in the arm, Nick Brown, just to regain some of their composure here and see if they could get some things going again.
Absolutely, Kyle. Now what Bearcats need to do is capitalize on that great return and push this one into the end zone. You should see a little more pep in your step, a little less pep in the step out of the Cabot Panthers, but capitalize on that great return with 8:09 remaining here in the first half. Bearcats do lead it 21-14.
So now Ruston going to see what they can do here. 1st and 10 on the Cabot 44-yard line after another great kickoff return by Dalen Powell. Second quarter brought to you by Kim Dupree State Farm. Shotgun formation, 2 receivers near side, a toss, and that's Davis DeMoss who's checked in. DeMoss tackled from behind, and he'll get a 7-yard gain on the play. Nice run by DeMoss, and it'll be 2nd down and 3.
Now, DeMoss would have landed on his feet. He could have kept going because he was not down, kind of tackled on top of the Cabot player, tackled him on top of him. But it's interesting, Kyle, because the defense, it seems like, had been on the field quite a bit. So this really needs to be one of those drives that eats up 7 minutes and 30 seconds on this clock.
So 2nd down and 3. Ball is inside the 40-yard line of the Panthers. Shotgun formation. Another handoff to DeMoss. He cuts through the middle, and he'll fall forward, and he has a 1st down pickup.
So DeMoss moving the chain for the Bearcats. Offensive line doing a great job. Powell coming back onto the field. Cullen Clark into the game as well for the Bearcats. So this will be a set. I'd like to see this set, Kyle. You have Ahmad Hudson and Clark in the game at the same time.
So first down and 10. Under 7 minutes to go on the Robert Temple State Farm scoreboard here in the second quarter. Ruston up 21-14. Hartwell rolls to the right. Looks downfield, and he'll keep it himself, and he'll have close to a first down pickup. He scampers out of bounds.
All our receivers, Kyle, were over right in front of the Panther band, that area, and could not get open. And so good job of Hartwell to tuck that one, not lose yards. Good job of blocking on this left side from Clark and the left tackle to protect him.
So second down and 4. Ruston is just letting the clock just sort of wind down here. Again, it moves really quickly here in the state of Arkansas. We'll take another Southern States equipment call to the sidelines to Toby Nations after this play. Powell on the near side, and he has the first down pickup inside the red zone. Toby Nations, Ruston starting to look a little more comfortable again here.
Yeah, Kyle, what you can tell, I mean, the Bearcats' offense, I mean, they've kind of slowed things down. The offensive line is doing a really good job of controlling Cabot's front, and I think Coach Ball is trying to give his defense a little break.
So first down and 10.
That call to the sideline brought to you by Southern Sports Equipment. Certainly appreciate that. But, yeah, very methodical Southern States equipment.
Empty backfield. Hartwell rolls to his right. Quick toss to his tight end, Hudson. And Hudson puts a big shoulder into a defender before he gets knocked out of bounds.
And he got pushed back down, and there's the flag. Hudson got it really quick, Kyle. Sorry for interrupting. He popped up, and then the Cabot player knocked him down. But going to be interesting if they say you're on the road, did that first jump up from Hudson, is that going to be on the Bearcats or offsetting?
So we'll let them see how the flag.
Yeah, of course, we're biased, but Hudson was already out of bounds when the tackle took place. So we'll see what the official white hat has to say about it.
Unsportsmanlike, and they'll call that on Cabot. And it will be a first down for the Bearcats. 6:10 left to go in the second quarter. Ruston up 21-14. So the ball is at the 10-yard line, and now it's getting moved, and it's going to be spotted down just inside the 5. So it's first and goal, Bearcats.
Now you remember this was 6 minutes and 10 seconds. An unsportsmanlike penalty moves the ball right into the shadows of goalposts. Hopefully the Bearcats can capitalize to score this touchdown here with 6:10 remaining in the first half.
I formation. Dalen Powell dots the I for Ruston. One receiver on the far side that looks to be Hudson.
And it looks to be man-on-man coverage, Kyle.
Here we go. The clock will begin running again on this snap. Hartwell goes under center. Quick toss to Powell. And Powell easily weaves his way into the end zone for the touchdown. And the Bearcats back up by a couple of scores with 6:07 left to go in the second quarter. Ruston 27, Cabot 14 from the Robert Temple State Farm scoreboard as we await the extra point.
Ramos in, Peyton Nations in to hold. Believes Cade Kelly in to snap for the Bearcats. That Smoothie King scoring drive is exactly what the Bearcats needed.
That's right. That one started inside their own inside the 45-yard line of Cabot. So this is going to be a 45-yard scoring drive brought to you by Smoothie King. Capped off with a Dalen Powell 4-yard touchdown run. Point up. And good. 6:07 left to go in the second quarter. Ruston 28, Cabot 14. Back after this. This is Ruston Bearcat football on Q94.1 and the BearcatNationNetwork.com.
Hi, I'm Buddy Turja.
And I'm Greg Turja. At Turja's Rentals, we believe in the power of community. Supporting our local sports and businesses isn't just important, it's essential.
For the last 41 years, you've stood by us, and we're proud to stand by you. Your support is what fuels our commitment to Ruston and Lincoln Parish.
So let's rally together this season and show our Bearcats the support they deserve.
And from all of us at Turja's Rentals, good luck this season, Bearcats.
And hey, enjoy the game.
5 plays in less than a minute there. So Ruston up 28-14. Kyle Roberts alongside Nick Brown. Toby Nations on the sideline. And,
Kyle, we have not used a timeout, and it's a good chance that we may be able to do a great job on defense to get that ball back. But a good job, good play calls. Rest your defense. Bearcats got the touchdown, now lead it by 2 scores once again. Now, here is the one area of weakness that we've seen tonight. We know that they've taken a kickback for a touchdown, but they've also had good return yards on the other kicks. So the Bearcat coverage team really needs to do a job here with 6:07 remaining in the first half.
And you're going to stay tuned in for our Thompson's Barbershop halftime show. Toby Nations, and it's been Hunter Smith in the past as this kick is up and fielded inside the 10-yard line by the Panthers, and not quite as an electric of a return by Hart as the first time around. And the Cabot Panthers will have it 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line for this drive. And, Nick, the best part is you get the ball back. Hopefully you can stop Cabot here. If you're the Bearcats, get the ball back and score again. You get the ball to start the second half of play.
Absolutely. I'm going to give Cole Gray, number 23, credit going down and making that tackle. So good job by Gray. Now see if the Bearcats can get that one over. Bearcats a full allotment of timeouts, all 3 remaining here. I believe Cabot has 2. I think they've used 1 tonight here in the first half.
So 1st down and 10. Ball at the 22-yard line. Shotgun formation. McCrory is back in. And he's in the shotgun. Takes the snap. And goes over the top. Pass is caught. Beautiful throw. And this will be a completion for a 1st down to the fullback. And it'll be 1st and 10. That ball hauled in by Nate Fitch. Now,
well, I'm going to tell you, there should have been a flag on the play, but that's not a flag what you're seeing. Or is it?
Yeah, there's a flag down at the 27-yard line.
There was holding on Keegan Goldsmith. I mean, they should charge Keegan Goldsmith for a ride because they were holding his jersey.
Well,
an eligible receiver downfield, we'll take it.
Yeah, so this is coming back. It'll be 1st and 15.
I always wonder who that guy is that went down the field. We'll check that out and see when we go back and watch the video. He's going to be upset with himself. That's one of the plays that Cabot wish they had back, as well as the unsportsmanlike conduct penalty with 6:10 remaining. But the Bearcats catch a break on that one.
Sideline reporter brought to you by Southern States Equipment, Toby Nations. Toby, who's your halftime guest going to be with you today?
Hey, it's going to be Hunter Smith tonight. But going back to that personal foul on Ahmad Hudson, the next play on that scoring touchdown, he took the defender and blocked him out of the end zone. So, hey, kids got to get fired up and whatever it takes to motivate them.
Yeah, I thought he was trying to make that guy a member of the Panther band there watching that one.
Thank you, Toby. 5:55 left to go here in the second quarter. Ruston up 28-14. Our scoreboard is brought to you by Robert Temple State Farm. Actually, this is all the way. It's 1st down and 20. So ineligible man downfield is a whopping penalty. Shotgun formation. McCrory back to throw again. And he'll fire downfield. Nobody home. It looked to be, and Jaden Anding had a chance. If he had looked over his other shoulder, I think Anding would still be running with this interception return, but it will be 2nd down and 20. This is the second road game in a row here for the Ruston Bearcats to start the 2025 season. I'm delighted to tell you, Nick Brown, you know where we're playing next Friday night?
Yeah, I do know where we're playing, and we will not be climbing on roofs to
we'll be
great
back.
Job.
Yeah,
be back at Hoss Garrett, the friendly confines of Hoss Garrett.
And to their credit, Cabot's been fabulous tonight with hospitality for us. We really appreciate our friends here at Cabot High School. That's a quick toss to the outside. And I believe that's Cooper Powell, and it is. And he's going to get just a couple of yards on the play. This is about what it looked like for most of that first quarter, Nick Brown, where Ruston was just suffocating the Panthers. And then it really took that kickoff return for a touchdown before Cabot started to believe in itself. And now Ruston seems like it's kind of calmed back down on the defensive side of the ball.
Yeah, great job by Caden Gray on that tackle for the Bearcats.
So 3rd down and long. I believe that's going to be out 17 yards. 3 receivers set. McCrory back to throw, and he'll fire downfield again. He has got a really good deep ball. Overthrew his receiver that time, but, man, the spiral that young man can throw for this Cabot Panther team, he has certainly looked the part tonight here as the quarterback for this Cabot Panther team. But That'll be 4th down and 17 coming up, and it looks like the Panthers are going to punt it away.
I believe they are. Great job of pressure applied there by number 91, Hunter Soto, and number 92, I believe that is Keegan Goldsmith, and that pressure forced that pass, and it was overthrown. Davis DeMoss back to return the punt. Now, it was last week about the same situation that Acadiana ran a fake punt. I don't think the Cabot Panthers will do that here tonight.
Oh, and it looked like it might have been barely touched by a Bearcat, or the punter was going to have to get it off very quickly. Not a good punt at all. This is going to just net maybe 16 yards, and the Bearcats are going to have a really good look here on 1st down and 10 to start this drive on the Cabot 33-yard line. $18-yard punt for the Panthers. 1st and 10 for Ruston on the Cabot 33-yard line here to start this drive. Under 5 minutes left to go here in the first half. Bearcats up by a pair of scores and looking to add to this lead. Mod Hudson lines up behind the line here. Hartwell takes the snap. Quick play fake. He's going to fire into the end zone, and he has a man. Ball is up. Ball is caught. Touchdown, Ruston. A 33-yard touchdown grab for the Bearcats, and Josiah Morgan made another fantastic catch, and this time gets into the end zone for the score.
Morgan did a great job on the catch, but I want to tell you something you don't see. Ahmad Hudson came in. He was tight. He had a great block that allowed Hartwell. And Hartwell, you talk about the Cabot quarterback throwing a good ball. Hartwell spun that one. Great touchdown. Great pass from Hartwell to Morgan for the Bearcat touchdown. Bearcats now lead it 34-14.
That score is brought to you by Robert Temple State Farm. Joaquin Ramos in to attempt the point after. Here in the Kim Dupree State Farm second quarter. That was a one-play touchdown drive brought to you by Smoothie King. Kick is up. Kick is good. 35-14, 4:50 left to go here in the first half. Back after this, this is Bearcat football on Q94.1 and the BearcatNationNetwork.com.
Hi, I'm Buddy Turja.
And I'm Greg Turja. At Turja's Rentals, we believe in the power of community. Supporting our local sports and businesses isn't just important, it's essential.
For the last 41 years, you've stood by us, and we're proud to stand by you. Your support is what fuels our commitment to Ruston and Lincoln Parish.
So let's rally together this season and show our Bearcats the support they deserve.
And from all of us at Turge's Rentals, good luck this season, Bearcats.
And hey, enjoy the game.
Around here, family is more than just a last name. It's who you show up for. For generations, the Compton family.
All right, Joaquin Ramos is going to kick this one away for the Ruston Bearcats here with 4:50 left to go in the second quarter. Bearcats now up 35-14.
It's amazing that 35-14, I know it's 21 points. It's more demoralizing than 21-0. But now the Bearcats got to handle it. And a line drive kick, that one a little different. See if the Bearcats can cover this kick.
It'll be returned to about the 28-yard line. Hard to see who was in on that return for the Panthers. We'll see if we can get a number. And I believe that was Jalen Hart this time.
And Alex Hunt in on the tackle for the Bearcats, number 13.
So first down and 10 for the Panthers. Ball is at their own 29-yard line.
Now, Bearcats, again, I've said it earlier, still have a full allotment of timeouts. A quick score by the Bearcats there. Kyle, you got to stop here first and second down. You got an opportunity to put the ball in the end zone once again before halftime.
So shotgun formation for McCrory. And it is a handoff. And, a swarming Bearcat defense brings the rusher down.
Trenton, let's see, more in on the tackle for the Bearcats, one of them.
That was Braden Davenport on the rush. So second down and 13. Rakeem Potts, Nick Brown, has just been absolutely terrific to watch through the Jamboree, and then
Rakeem the Dream.
Yeah,
That's
the
what
first
tell
week
you.
and a half.
He and Keegan Goldsmith, really an entire defensive line. And they had big shoes. A lot of guys went off to college to play. How are they going to do? And Panthers back to pass. That pass over the middle is complete. Good for a first down. Nearly broken for a touchdown, Kyle. Good shoestring tackle by the Bearcats.
Cannon Moore, a sophomore receiver for Cabot. He'll haul it in. It will be 1st and 10. Ball at the 42-yard line. Under 4 minutes left to go here in the second quarter. Ruston 35, Cabot 14.
Jaden Anding on that last tackle, Kyle, for the Bearcats. Nearly could have been broken for a touchdown.
Out of the gun and then a handoff up the middle again. I don't know if Cooper Powell is getting a breather, and got a little bit of some extracurricular activities between Trendon Moore and Aiden Tatum. And I got to say, I'm surprised that the side judge didn't throw a flag. Tatum for Cabot was just all over.
Well, I'm going to give the Bearcats credit not getting up and retaliating.
Yep.
That's one thing that you've worked on that we've seen out of Jared Ball coach teams is the discipline and very composed to not get up and retaliate after that. So we'll see how it marks because these things can continue throughout a ball game.
McCrory back to throw, and he's got a little bit of time. He'll be rushed. Hurried to the right side, and that pass is incomplete. And the quarterback hurry there gets credit. That's Keegan Goldsmith for the Bearcats in pursuit of McCrory, and that sets up a third down situation. Incomplete does stop the clock. 2:42 left to go here in the first half of play, with Ruston leading 35-14 on third down and 8. Again, our scoreboard brought to you by Robert Temple State Farm. The second quarter brought to you by Kim Dupree State Farm. Tell me, Nate, and there's going to be a flag thrown, I believe. It looked like there was – no, they're not going to call anything at all. I think both teams wanted a flag thrown, and now a timeout is taken by Cabot, and we'll take this one as well. Ruston 35, Cabot 14, 2:42 to go in the half. Back after this. This is Bearcat football on Q94.1 and the BearcatNationNetwork.com.
Around here, family is more than just a last name. It's who you show up for. For generations, the Compton family and Arklitex Windows and Doors has stood by this community with honesty, hard work, and a handshake you can trust. Because every window we design, every door we assemble, isn't just about your house. It's about your home. Family owned, community rooted, Arklitex Windows and Doors. A family business built for your family.
For over 35 years, Brazier Group Real Estate has been cheering right alongside you. We're proud to be your hometown real estate agents, locally owned right here in downtown Ruston. Our agents don't just sell homes. We live here, we work here, and we support the community we love. Voted best of Lincoln Parish.
Panthers on their own 44-yard line. Nick Brown, the way that this ball game has gone so far tonight, it's been really felt like the first 9 minutes were all Ruston Bearcats, and then after that, Cabot started to get a little bit of momentum into the early second quarter, but after that, Bearcats settled back down, and they're doing what Bearcat football is known to do. A lot of pressure on this quarterback. 3rd and 8, and McCrory dumps it off to his fullback in a terrific tackle. Aiden Adams, the sophomore linebacker, just a 1-yard pickup on the play.
And the Bearcats take that timeout. Sorry for interrupting, but I will tell you, Cabot has a lot of confidence, Kyle, because they were down 21-0. Then they've done something that no one's done this year, 2 in a row, and made it a 7-point game. So if you're a Cabot Panther, you're like, wait a minute, 35-14, we can score 2 more times and make this a 7-point game. But now Jared Ball, wise use of the timeouts, 2:31, trying to put another touchdown on the board before half to take out any hope the Cabot Panthers have.
Another quick timeout. Ruston up 35-14 here in the second quarter. Back after this, this is Bearcat football on Q94.1 and the BearcatNationNetwork.com.
Louisiana National Bank is the official bank of Ruston High Athletics. As a proud community partner and supporter of local education, we're excited to cheer on the Bearcats. Experience uncommon banking today at Louisiana National Bank. To learn more, visit ln.bank.
Hi, I'm Murphy, and it's time for me to head back down to LSU. And for y'all, that means busy mornings, carpool lines, and after-school activities. Make sure your vehicle is ready for the routine with a full automotive inspection from Walpole Tire and Service. We'll check brakes, tires, fluids, and more so you can drive with confidence and keep your family safe.
And so Cabot is going to punt this one away. Davis DeMoss stands at the 10-yard line. And a much better punt than what we saw last time from the Panthers. Fair catch made at the 16-yard line. And now you've got 2 minutes and 25 seconds as we go down to Toby Nations on the sideline, brought to you by Southern States Equipment. Toby, what do you think Ruston needs to do here with just getting into this 2-minute offense and see if they can drive the ball down 86 yards? Oh, I think we lost Toby. He's probably heading up this way so we can get ready for the halftime show. So I'll kick that Southern States Equipment sideline report to you, Nick Brown. What do you think Ruston's going to end up doing here?
Well, I certainly enjoyed my days on the sideline with 2:25 going. That it was able to do it here and for Louisiana Tech. I think really quick you're going to see how you use the sidelines and how you use these receivers.
Man in motion is Morgan, who has that 33-yard touchdown reception. And actually that is fired and caught. That was not Morgan. That was Caleb Jones. And Jones with a good first down pickup, and that's going to go for about 23 yards up to the 38-yard line.
Hartwell has a bevy of receivers. It's more, this receiving core is more than Ahmad Hudson. Kishun Malcolm, you see all of this. So any target, great hands on this receiving core.
And so now Hartwell, he'll take it. And Hartwell still going on the design run for the QB. Hartwell 35, 30, 20, 10. Sam Hartwell shoved into the end zone for the touchdown. 62 yards. And the Bearcats strike again with 2 minutes left to go in the half.
Sam breaking their Hartwell on that run. That was a design run. That is one that I normally would talk to Coach Ball about. Say, hey, man, loved it with a run. Hartwell able to break that out. We're talking about passes. Cabot looking for the pass as well. Not so fast. Boy, snuck that run in, quarterback keeper, and now you see a lot of Cabot fans. Either they're going to the concession stand, the restroom, or going home as the Bearcats now lead it 41-14 over the Cabot Panthers. Kyle, this is something watching now, a long time you're watching the play clock, which a 25-second clock has been getting deep into the clock on these extra points. That one did not, and that kick is up and good after the official called it good. 42-14, 2 minutes to go in the first half. Bearcats flexing their muscles now. Had a 21-0 lead. Earlier, Cabot cut it to 21-14. Bearcats now lead it 42-14 here with 2 minutes to go in the first half.
And we'll keep it here in the Wood Marine broadcast booth. Again, Ruston now, that was an 86-yard touchdown drive. It only took 2 plays. A great throw to Charles Scott on the near side, and then that long 62-yard touchdown rush by Sam Hartwell. And so the Bearcats absolutely have started putting it on here in this late in this second quarter, and our scoreboard is brought to you by Robert Temple State Farm. Bearcats lead by 4 touchdowns, 42-14.
Absolutely, and I will tell you again, this is the area you see last time Bearcats Ramos had a line drive kick. You normally hear outkick their coverage. What are they going to do here on this one? Do not give up a touchdown. I will tell you, with 2 minutes to go and 2 timeouts, I wouldn't put anything about this Bearcat defense of getting the ball back for the Bearcats before half.
Ramos puts the kick up. And now it'll be a near side return. And still going is Hart. And Hart gets to the 35, maybe the 36-yard line. So a minute 53 left to go here in the second quarter. Ruston 42-14 with the lead. So we will have our halftime show coming up very shortly here. And that halftime brought to you by our friends at Thompson's Barber Shop. First and 10, ball at the 35-yard line. Shotgun formation, 3-receiver set. Maybe if you're Ruston, Nick Brown, you may try to see if you can get the ball back again before the second half kickoff.
I think you can. You're still in possession here if you pick off this pass.
McCrory goes into double coverage, incomplete. Terrific job by the Bearcats. Trendon Moore, one of the two on coverage there for the Bearcats, and I think that was Devin Major that was helping him out. He's been all over the football field today for the Bearcats as well.
And the good thing about an incomplete pass is it actually stops the clock, so it's in the Bearcats' favor with those 2 timeouts remaining here in the first half.
So second down and 10, that did stop the clock.
You wonder if you're Cabot right here, do you just run the clock and get back to the locker room, or do you keep it in the air? They're going to keep it on the ground.
Cooper Powell, and he'll be hit after a gain of about 9 yards. He might have gotten enough for the first. That's Jacob Miller in on the tackle for the Bearcats.
Probably not going to.
So first down and 10, ball at the 45-yard line of Cabot. We've seen McCrory. He's not afraid to throw this ball down the field. And certainly that's what he's going to be trying to do here on this 2-minute drill. Throws an out route, and that is caught.
Now, he was in bounds. A good official job by the official. I want to tell you, a lot of false starts on Cabot not being called jump, just a quick jump from a receiver. But no quitting the Cabot Panthers.
There's McCrory again.
There's a hold.
Second down, that
didn't
hold.
Stop him.
The hold did not matter there. You could try to contain Rakeem Potts. Didn't work that time. And guess what? Ruston takes a timeout. We'll keep it here in the Wood Marine broadcast booth. 45 seconds left to go here before the end of the first half of play. Ruston 42, Cabot 14.
I just textbook football. Jared Ball going to use those timeouts. You can take them with you. You'd force that for fourth down, maybe block a punt, take that back for a touchdown, but give your offense more time on the field as leading at 42-14 with 46 seconds remaining here in the first half over the Cabot Panthers. Appreciate you joining us on Q94.1 and the Bearcat Nation Network.
Third down and 9. I think that was Ruston's second timeout, if I'm not mistaken.
That is correct. One more remaining. I know you weren't good at math, but 3 minus 2 is 1. I tell you, this is the most cardio that Toby Nace has gotten in quite some time. I enjoyed testing the crowd mic, the sideline mic tonight. I think he's at least walked back and forth. You know, you could have just stayed on this sideline to get your cardio in because they care about you. So good to have that part of this broadcast tonight. Certainly appreciate you, the listener. Now, if you're Cabot, do you run the football and run the risk of an incomplete pass? It'll be interesting to see what happens on this play and how the Bearcats use that last timeout.
Cooper Powell standing next to his quarterback, Maddox McCrory, senior in the backfield.
McCrory has a cannon. There are enough colleges in Arkansas. Interesting to see what he does.
Third down and 9. McCrory back to throw out of the gun. Has time. Now he's flushed out of the pocket. And he will, as it collapses, he'll get maybe a yard on the play, and this will be Ruston's third and final timeout. Oh, wait, no, we have a flag way down the field over at the 28-yard line. So this is probably in that vicinity. That's got to be.
Yeah, they missed the hold on the block, but, I mean, I would think that would be against the Bearcat defenders.
So the timeout was taken. We'll keep it here in the Wood Marine broadcast booth. 41 seconds left to go in the Kim Dupree State Farm second quarter. Fourth down and 9. That's a hold on the defense, so this is going to be a first down for Cabot. So I guess the question would be, if you're Ruston, I mean, you burned the timeout, but you didn't know that the penalty was called. So I guess at this point, 1st and 10, 41 seconds left to go here in the second quarter. Ruston up 42-14. Scoreboard brought to you by Robert Temple State Farm. After next week's game against Longview, Ruston will be back on the road for 2 consecutive weeks for 2 neutral site contests in the state of Texas. First against Midland Legacy on a Thursday night, and then the final non-district matchup of the 2025 season will be against Stephenville in Longview again, and that'll be on week 5.
Now, you know how far it is to Alvarado. You can check that, but is that the farthest the Bearcats have traveled?
It will be this season. There will be a throw way downfield, pass up, and it is caught.
That's a great catch.
Oh, a tremendous catch by Aiden Tatum, and the defender couldn't have done a better job, Devin Major. But the goodness gracious, between the throw and the terrific grab by Tatum, and now, let's see, I think we have the officials are blowing the whistle real quick.
So they're giving the Bearcats, so they didn't charge the Bearcats for a timeout on that last play when there's a penalty on the field, and so now the Bearcats just call a timeout.
That was a terrific grab. And I don't know that Devin Major could have done a better job in coverage. And so, again, we'll keep it here in the Wood Marine broadcast booth as the next break that we'll take will be to go to halftime, which, again, is brought to you by our friends at Thompson's Barber Shop.
Bearcats lead it, Kyle, 42-14, but you don't want to give any hope to the Cabot Panthers. So get a stop here. That was a great throw and catch set up by Phantom holding penalty on the Bearcats. So 33 seconds remaining. Bearcats need to stop here, but you got to give credit. Cabot is not going away even though they trail 42-14.
First and goal from the 8-yard line with 33 seconds to go in the half. Bearcats up by 4 touchdowns. McCrory out of the gun, fakes the handoff to Powell, rolls to his right side, backs away, just chucks it up into the back of the end zone. It is caught. Is it in bounds? And it is. That is a touchdown off of the back foot throw. And bringing that in is Aiden Tatum, who made the grab to keep the drive going.
Tatum showing what a great player he is. That one, Bearcats nearly intercepted. You want a guy to knock one down there if possible, if you can. Could not get it just out of his fingertips, and Tatum comes down with a catch, gives 6 points to the Cabot Panthers.
Yeah, Tatum did a terrific job, and I mean that's one of those just you have to respect what when the opposing team does a terrific job, and when you see a young player like that bring in 2 terrific grabs on the same drive. I mean, good for Tatum. That cuts this one to 42-21 with 26 seconds left to go here in the first half of play. I do want to say thanks to all of our Ruston High School sponsors tonight: JB Heat and Air and Gutters, Walpole Tire, Louisiana National Bank, Jeremy Owen Shelter Insurance, Gonzalez Restaurant, Fourth Insurance, McKinney Saw and Cycle, Mark Johnson and Sons Plumbing, Dairy Queen and Bojangles, Century Next Bank, Courtesy Auto Group, the Lincoln Parish Journal, Skip Russell Insurance Company, Patton's Clothing, Carl Malone Toyota of Ruston, and Bayou Overhead Doors in Tool City.
Appreciate all of the support of Bearcat Sports here on Q94. Now view the Bearcats, Kyle. You're getting the ball to start the second half. Do you risk? Do you take it? You're probably not going to see. Wouldn't surprise me if you saw a squib kick after the great return from Powell last time. So the front men need to be ready. You get this ball, do you just take a knee, or do you go for the end zone here?
We shall certainly see. I mean,
just get the ball first.
Right. Well, at this point, with it being, I mean, for all intents and purposes, we've had 9 total touchdowns tonight. This is a shootout. And so, like, you don't really want to give up any sort of mistake here, even though there's only 26 seconds left to go in this first half.
Well, you have your hands team in on this kick return. Powell and DeMoss are back deep, but they're probably not going to kick to either one of those two.
All right, so the kickoff coming up. Lucas Blaylock again. Let's see, do we have another timeout coming up? And we do. So a timeout on the field.
Let's just keep it right here. Unusual timeout. So Did you think about maybe, hey, if we're going to go for a timeout and Ruston recovers that gives them a chance for a jump ball in the end zone with Ahmad or some of the great receivers that we have? Or maybe we should kick it. Maybe they were going to kick it deep. Interesting to see what the Cabot Panthers do here.
Well, and Cabot certainly has shown a lot of terrific heart here, and I don't say that coincidentally, since Jalen Hart has been one of the more electrifying players for this Panther team. But getting down early 21-0, they've already had kind of a slow start to their season. They could have just folded up the tents. That has not been the case here tonight. This has been a great game.
Hands team back on the field.
So it's DeMoss and Powell back to return for the Bearcats if this gets past the front line. So now Blaylock to point this to kick this one away. Ball is at his own 40-yard line. And now the kick is up, and this is going to be fielded at the 2-yard line by DeMoss. DeMoss at the 10. Now to the 15 and a flag thrown. It'll be a block in the back against the Bearcats. And so this is going to come way back. The Bearcat in question, Lander Smith, trying to make his case to the officials, and now he's looking over towards his sideline. Yep, so this is going to go against the Bearcats. And now I think, Nick, with
you take a knee after that, yes, because neither squad, I believe, has any timeouts. Still showing the Bearcats with one, but none for Cabot. So 18 seconds right left before half.
Yep, so it'll be a block in the back. And so this puts Ruston at their own 7-yard line. Bearcats have had 6 Smoothie King scoring drives tonight. All of those have ended in touchdowns. 3 scoring drives for Cabot. And so 42-21 here in the final few seconds of the Kim Dupree State Farm second quarter. Bearcats are going to take a knee. And that'll do it for the first half of play. Stick around, and we'll have our Thompson's Barbershop halftime show. Ruston leads this one going into the halftime locker room 42-21, and we have got a shootout here at Cabot High School. The Bearcats lead by 3 touchdowns. They will get the ball to start the second half of play when we resume. Again, stick around for the halftime show. Tubby Nations and Hunter Smith right after this. You're listening to Bearcat Football on Q94.1 and the BearcatNationNetwork.com.
Hi, I'm Murphy, and it's time for me to head back down to LSU. And for y'all, that means busy mornings, carpool lines, and after-school activities. Make sure your vehicle is ready for the routine with a full automotive inspection from Walpole Tire and Service. We'll check brakes, tires, fluids, and more so you can drive with confidence and keep your family safe. Come experience the difference at Walpole Tire and Service and get ready for this school year in either Ruston or West Monroe.
Like life, injury and sport go hand in hand. When injury has you sidelined, there's one name above the rest. That's Johnson Physical Therapy.
When on a journey towards the best dentistry with exceptional care, you need travel no further than the heart of Ruston. There you will find the team behind Johnston & Murphy Dental Care. It's a goal built on the tradition of excellence established more than 60 years ago. A legacy in superior dental care. It's a journey worth taking and one we're proud to make with you. Come experience the best dentistry and exceptional customer service. Johnston & Murphy Dental Care, where every smile has a story.
Argent Financial Group, with over 30 years of providing wealth and asset management services to residents of Lincoln Parish, proudly support youth athletics and the Ruston Bearcats. Looking for the best bite in Ruston? At Flying Burger, we're serving up fresh made-to-order burgers, hand-battered seafood, crispy fries, and more, all with fast, friendly service. At Flying Burger, we grind our meat in-house daily, never frozen. We're proud to be voted #1 for burgers and seafood in the area. Flying Burger is locally owned and operated by Ruston High alum and 1982 state football champion Scott Braswell. Whether you're grabbing lunch, dinner, or feeding your Friday night football crew, do it with Flying Burger.
Ain't seem to hold Cabot's head down underneath the water, and give it to Cabot. I mean, they're 0-2. I mean, they come in here to this game. They had 8 fumbles. They give up a scoop and score, and we still just can't hardly hold their head underneath the water, and they just keep pushing their way.
The State Farm Personal Price Plan helps you create an affordable price just for you. Contact local agent Skip Russell for your personal price plan today.
Firmly founded in 1936, Pierce Lumber has been Ruston's hometown tradition for nearly 90 years. As your local Ace Hardware dealer, we're your headquarters for Bearcat tailgates, with Big Green Eggs, Traeger grills, Turtle Box speakers, Yeti coolers, meat church and hardcore carnivore seasonings, along with all the cooking gear you need to keep the grill hot and the drinks ice cold. From kickoff to the final whistle, we've got everything you need to make game day unforgettable. Pierce Lumber, friendly service, quality products, and proud supporters of the Bearcats.
Bayou Cabot is a proud sponsor of Bearcat football and a loyal member of the Bearcat Football Club. Visit Bayou Cabot for all your tractor and farm equipment needs. Bayou Cabot, service with a purpose in Ruston, Bossier City, and Monroe.
Calling Bearcat Nation. This is Bill Hogan at Century Next Bank. Here we love our Bearcats, and we know there's no team like our home team. Remember, when you bank with us, you bank with locals. And that's a win for our community. Go Bearcats. Member FDIC Equal Housing Lender.
Headquartered in Ruston, Louisiana, HGA is a full-service project management and engineering services firm providing professional services to clients throughout the U.S. and overseas. HGA builds long-term client relationships by listening to clients, leveraging the experience of its professional team, and delivering on its commitments. HGA is a proud supporter of the Bearcat football program.
Headquartered in Ruston, Louisiana, Hunt Forest Products manufactures a variety of plywood lumber and other specialty wood products to meet a wide variety of building and manufacturing needs. Hunt Forest Products is family-owned and operated, practices sustainable forestry, and provides more than 400 Louisiana jobs. Hunt Forest Products is a proud supporter of the Bearcat football program.
Hunter Smith, class of 1999, and Josh Beckham, class of 2006, are firmly founded. Contact us for 2 Bearcats who will be a trusted advisor in your next sell or purchase of recreational, investment, or hunting property. Go Cats!
Step into the winner's circle with a John Deere tractor from Goldman Equipment. Shop North and Central Louisiana's largest John Deere dealer, Goldman Equipment. We're not just in your field, we're in your backyard. Thank you for calling Goldman Equipment. How can I help you?
Holland Real Estate Group has been serving the commercial real estate needs in Louisiana for over 30 years.
Because your business means everything to you, we know the importance of proper planning and location management. With our extensive knowledge of the area, we're able to create individualized solutions for our clients. We work closely with our community leaders to understand growth in the area. Ensuring successful win-win relationships for our clients is what we do best.
At GBT, we're more than just a bank. We're part of the community, and we're proud to cheer on Ruston High Athletics.
Whether it's on the field, court, or track, we're excited to stand by our athletes and celebrate their hard work and dedication. With GBT, you're always banking on a winning team. Go Bearcats!
Living a life is different for everyone because everyone is different. That's why State Farm is there. Contact local agent Skip Russell for a quote today.
Need extra space? Whether you're moving, downsizing, or just clearing the clutter, Premier Storage is here to help. Customers can easily check in and receive their lock from the kiosk anytime, day or night, or online at premierstorageruston.com. Gated access and on-site security features so you can store with confidence. Premier Storage, safe, secure, close to home. Reserve your unit today.
Firmly founded in 1936, Pierce Lumber has been your go-to for quality building parts in Ruston and North Louisiana. Located on 1032 Burgessville Road, we carry tools from DeWalt, Milwaukee, Senco, and Ego Power Tools. We're your home for locally sourced lumber and quality building parts. As well as being your local supplier for Benjamin Moore Paint, we offer delivery of our products from our door to yours. Follow us on Facebook or Instagram, and remember, if you're making it, make it with Pierce Lumber.
No one can predict the future, but there are preventative measures to ensure our properties, belongings, and families are protected. At Provision Security, this is what we do best. Our team of security professionals install and service the latest technologies in security alarms, access control systems, IP cameras, and much more. We take pride in securing the homes and businesses of North Louisiana. If you're ready to safeguard what matters most, call us at 318-255-1566 for a free quote. Provision Security remains dedicated to protecting your past, present, and future.
I'm Brett Brown, and when I want fireworks, there is only one place I go, and that is Family Fireworks. Family Fireworks supports all Ruston High activities. John, Barbara, Jim, Jennifer, and Philip Ford are all Ruston High graduates. Family Fireworks is located at 116 UPS Road off Highway 33 in Ruston. We are the tent in the back. Just like you celebrate Bearcat and Lady Bearcat victories, come celebrate your firework holidays with us. We have been making memories for over 20 years. Come have fun with Family Fireworks. Ford Family says go big Ruston.
Life is a workout, so make it a good one. Fuel your body with what it needs at Smoothie King. A delicious meal packed with energy, protein, and power.
We mastered the sip, and now we've perfected the bite. Get a Smoothie King smoothie and loaded toast for $9.99. Deliciously satisfying and packed with the good stuff.
Smoothie King's got the toast.
I live in Ruston. It's where I went to school and raised my boys. Now with 2 grandsons and another grandbaby on the way, this community means more than ever. I have a passion for serving families across Northeast Louisiana. Whether buying or selling, it's about helping people find the place they'll call home. Because when it comes to finding a home, I treat your family like my own.
Hi, I'm Buddy Turja.
And I'm Greg Turja. At Turja's Rentals, we believe in the power of community. Supporting our local sports and businesses isn't just important, it's essential.
For the last 41 years, you've stood by us, and we're proud to stand by you. Your support is what fuels our commitment to Ruston and Lincoln Parish.
So let's rally together this season and show our Bearcats the support they deserve.
And from all of us at Turja's Rentals, good luck this season, Bearcats.
And hey, enjoy the game.
Around here, family is more than just a last name. It's who you show up for. For generations, the Compton family and Arklatex Windows and Doors has stood by this community with honesty, hard work, and a handshake you can trust. Because every window we design, every door we assemble, isn't just about your house. It's about your home. Family owned, community rooted, Arklatex Windows and Doors. A family business built for your family.
For over 35 years, Brazier Group Real Estate has been cheering right alongside you. We're proud to be your hometown real estate agents, locally owned right here in downtown Ruston. Our agents don't just sell homes. We live here, we work here, and we support the community we love. Voted Best of Lincoln Parish every single year since we opened. Brazier Group is the team you can count on when it's time to buy or sell. So from kickoff to closing, go Bearcats! And remember, Brazier Group Real Estate, your hometown real estate agents.
Louisiana National Bank is the official bank of Ruston High Athletics. As a proud community partner and supporter of local education, we're excited to cheer on the Bearcats. Experience uncommon banking today at Louisiana National Bank. To learn more, visit ln.bank.
Hi, I'm Murphy, and it's time for me to head back down to LSU. And for y'all, that means busy mornings, carpool lines, and after-school activities. Make sure your vehicle is ready for the routine with a full automotive inspection from Walpole Tire and Service. We'll check brakes, tires, fluids, and more so you can drive with confidence and keep your family safe. Come experience the difference at Walpole Tire and Service and get ready for this school year in either Ruston or West Monroe.
Like life, injury and sport go hand in hand. When injury has you sidelined, there's one name above the rest. That's Johnson Physical Therapy.
When on a journey towards the best dentistry with exceptional care, you need travel no further than the heart of Ruston. There you will find the team behind Johnston & Murphy Dental Care. It's a goal built on the tradition of excellence established more than 60 years ago. A legacy in superior dental care. It's a journey worth taking and one we're proud to make with you. Come experience the best dentistry and exceptional customer service. Johnston & Murphy Dental Care, where every smile has a story.
Argent Financial Group, with over 30 years of providing wealth and asset management services to residents of Lincoln Parish, proudly support youth athletics and the Ruston Bearcats. Looking for the best bite in Ruston? At Flying Burger, we're serving up fresh made-to-order burgers, hand-battered seafood, crispy fries, and more, all with fast, friendly service. At Flying Burger, we grind our meat in-house daily, never frozen. We're proud to be voted #1 for burgers and seafood in the area. Flying Burger is locally owned and operated by Ruston High alum and 1982 state football champion Scott Braswell. Whether you're grabbing lunch, dinner, or feeding your Friday night football crew, do it with Flying.
The State Farm Personal Price Plan helps you create an affordable price just for you. Contact local agent Skip Russell for your personal price plan today.
Firmly founded in 1936, Pierce Lumber has been Ruston's hometown tradition for nearly 90 years. As your local Ace Hardware dealer, we're your headquarters for Bearcat tailgates, with Big Green Eggs, Traeger grills, Turtle Box speakers, Yeti coolers, meat church and hardcore carnivore seasonings, along with all the cooking gear you need to keep the grill hot and the drinks ice cold. From kickoff to the final whistle, we've got everything you need to make game day unforgettable. Pierce Lumber, friendly service, quality products, and proud supporters of the Bearcats.
Bayou Cabot is a proud sponsor of Bearcat football and a loyal member of the Bearcat Football Club. Visit Bayou Cabot for all your tractor and farm equipment needs. Bayou Cabot, service with a purpose in Ruston, Bossier City, and Monroe.
Calling Bearcat Nation. This is Bill Hogan at Century Next Bank. Here we love our Bearcats, and we know there's no team like our home team. Remember, when you bank with us, you bank with locals. And that's a win for our community. Go Bearcats. Member FDIC Equal Housing Lender.
Headquartered in Ruston, Louisiana, HGA is a full-service project management and engineering services firm providing professional services to clients throughout the U.S. and overseas. HGA builds long-term client relationships by listening to clients, leveraging the experience of its professional team, and delivering on its commitments. HGA is a proud supporter of the Bearcat football program.
Headquartered in Ruston, Louisiana, Hunt Forest Products manufactures a variety of plywood lumber and other specialty wood products to meet a wide variety of building and manufacturing needs. Hunt Forest Products is family-owned and operated, practices sustainable forestry, and provides more than 400 Louisiana jobs. Hunt Forest Products is a proud supporter of the Bearcat football program.
Hunter Smith, class of 1999, and Josh Beckham, class of 2006, are firmly founded. Contact us for 2 Bearcats who will be a trusted advisor in your next sell or purchase of recreational, investment, or hunting property. Go Cats!
Step into the winner's circle with a John Deere tractor from Goldman Equipment. Shop North and Central Louisiana's largest John Deere dealer. Goldman Equipment. We're not just in your field, we're in your backyard. Thank you for calling Goldman Equipment. How can I help you?
Holland Real Estate Group has been serving the commercial real estate needs in Louisiana for over 30 years.
Because your business means everything to you, we know the importance of proper planning and location management. With our extensive knowledge of the area, we're able to create individualized solutions for our clients. We work closely with our community leaders to understand growth in the area. Ensuring successful win-win relationships for our clients is what we do best.
At GBT, we're more than just a bank. We're part of the community, and we're proud to cheer on Ruston High Athletics.
Whether it's on the field, court, or track, we're excited to stand by our athletes and celebrate their hard work and dedication. With GBT, you're always banking on a winning team. Go Bearcats!
Building a life is different for everyone because everyone is different. That's why State Farm is there. Contact local agent Skip Russell for a quote today.
Need extra space? Whether you're moving, downsizing, or just clearing the clutter, Premier Storage is here to help. Customers can easily check in and receive their lock from the kiosk anytime, day or night, or online at premierstorageruston.com. Gated access and on-site security features so you can store with confidence. Premier Storage, safe, secure, close to home. Reserve your unit today.
Firmly founded in 1936, Pierce Lumber has been your go-to for quality building parts in Ruston and North Louisiana. Located on 1032 Burgessville Road, we carry tools from DeWalt, Milwaukee, Senco, and Ego Power Tools. We're your home for locally sourced lumber and quality building parts. As well as being your local supplier for Benjamin Moore Paint, we offer delivery of our products from our door to yours. Follow us on Facebook or Instagram, and remember, if you're making it, make it with Pierce Lumber.
No one can predict the future, but there are preventative measures to ensure our properties, belongings, and families are protected. At Provision Security, this is what we do best. Our team of security professionals install and service the latest technologies in security alarms, access control systems, IP cameras, and much more. We take pride in securing the homes and businesses of North Louisiana. If you're ready to safeguard what matters most, call us at 318-255-1566 for a free quote. Provision Security remains dedicated to protecting your past, present, and future.
I'm Brett Brown, and when I want fireworks, there is only one place I go, and that is Family Fireworks. Family Fireworks supports all Ruston High activities. John, Barbara, Jim, Jennifer, and Philip Ford are all Ruston High graduates. Family Fireworks is located at 116 UPS Road off Highway 33 in Ruston. We are the tent in the back. Just like you celebrate Bearcat and Lady Bearcat victories, come celebrate your firework holidays with us. We have been making memories for over 20 years. Come have fun with Family Fireworks. Ford Family says go big Ruston.
Life is a workout, so make it a good one. Fuel your body with what it needs at Smoothie King. A delicious meal packed with energy, protein, and power.
We mastered the sip, And now, we've perfected the bite. Get a Smoothie King smoothie and loaded toast for $9.99. Deliciously satisfying and packed with the good stuff.
Smoothie King's got the toast.
I live in Ruston. It's where I went to school and raised my boys. Now with 2 grandsons and another grandbaby on the way, this community means more than ever. I have a passion for serving families across Northeast Louisiana. Whether buying or selling, it's about helping people find the place they'll call home. Because when it comes to finding a home, I treat your family like my own.
Hi, I'm Buddy Turja.
And I'm Greg Turja. At Turja's Rentals, we believe in the power of community. Supporting our local sports and businesses isn't just important, it's essential.
For the last 41 years, you've stood by us, and we're proud to stand by you. Your support is what fuels our commitment to Ruston and Lincoln Parish.
So let's rally together this season and show our Bearcats the support they deserve.
And from all of us at Turja's Rentals, good luck this season, Bearcats.
And hey, enjoy the game.
Around here, family is more than just a last name. It's who you show up for. For generations, the Compton family and Architects Windows and Doors has stood by this community with honesty, hard work, and a handshake you can trust. Because every window we design, every door we assemble, isn't just about your house. It's about your home. Family owned, community rooted, Architects Windows and Doors, a family business built for your family.
For over 35 years, Brazier Group Real Estate has been cheering right alongside you. We're proud to be your hometown real estate agents, locally owned right here in downtown Ruston. Our agents don't just sell homes. We live here, we work here, and we support the community we love. Voted best of Lincoln Parish every single year since we opened. Brazier Group is the team you can count on when it's time to buy or sell. So from kickoff to closing, go Bearcats! And remember, Brazier Group Real Estate, your hometown real estate agents.
Louisiana National Bank is the official bank of Ruston High Athletics. As a proud community
shop halftime show, and it gives us a good chance to just take a breather. And so, and I want to go back to what Hunter said. Hunter was a year ahead of me at Ruston High School, and obviously I don't think I have to tell anybody on the radio that I was never on the football team. But I do remember as a freshman and sophomore what the records were for Ruston High School. Got back to the playoffs when I was a 10th grader. And then to go from that to jump straight to a state championship appearance, and again, that was done by head coach Tommy Reeder and that 1998 Ruston Bearcat football team. It was an amazing run. They were called the Cardiac Cats a lot, and they had a lot of really good victories in the playoffs to get to the Superdome. And then they had to play really the national champion, the West Monroe Rebels that year. And while they did not win the state title, that was something that I remember, Nick Brown, the community really rallied, really galvanized. And then the next year made it all the way back to the semifinals and had a chance with West Monroe at home against Ruston. The Bearcats had a lead at halftime. And again, those were the first 2 seasons that Tommy Reeder was the head coach. He passed away this past week. And so our thoughts are certainly with the entire Reeder family.
Absolutely. Appreciate you mentioning Coach Reeder as well as Hunter. Now Bearcats are going to receive this kick to start the second half, leading 42-21 here over the Cabot Panthers in Cabot, Arkansas. Been a great series, 4th meeting between the teams. This is fortunately will be the last one. Will not be continued next year. Maybe down the road it will be added back, but there'll be some changes coming to the schedule. But I asked you earlier, do you remember last week Dalen Powell scored 4 touchdowns? Do you remember the last Bearcat running back to score 4 TDs in a game? Boy, a little confusion on that kick, but a fair catch called for. And you can see that DeMoss and Cullen Clark, wires crossed 15 and 16, but a fair catch called for. Bearcat's going to take over, Kyle, here to start the third quarter.
And I'll be happy to let you answer that trivia question, Nick Brown. Who was the last running back that got 4 touchdowns?
The Bearcats went over to Independence Stadium to take on the Oxford Chargers. We were a fill-in for Battle on the Border.
Yep, this was a COVID year.
And I guess we filled in for either Calvary or Evangel. We defeated – Oxford had lost in the state championship the year before. and won the state championship 2 years prior. Dyson Field scored 4 touchdowns that day for the Bearcats. Bearcats won that one 28-14. I do believe it was a 7-point game at halftime, but Bearcats won that one over Oxford.
So the Bearcats going from right to left to start the third quarter, which is brought to you by Ponchatoula's and Log Cabin. And as a snap out of the shotgun to Dalen Powell on the handoff, and that'll be a first down pickup on the play.
A little extracurricular activity. Again, Kyle went down at halftime, talked to some Cabot people. Suffered 5 injuries last week against Bentonville West. And their starting linebacker went out in this contest. So a lot of injuries for the Cabot Panthers, but Bearcats looking to add to this lead here in the second half.
And they were trying to get a quick snap off there to see if they could catch the Panthers napping. That was just a 2-yard pickup on the play for Dalen Powell. So now it's an I formation for Ruston on 2nd and 8. Ball at their own 29-yard line. A lot of points scored in that first half. Play fake from Hartwell. He looks downfield, escapes a tackler. He fires. He has Morgan, and it is incomplete. And a flag thrown, and that's a good flag thrown because Morgan was pushed in the back by the defensive back. And so this should be a pass interference on the Cabot Panthers, and it should be an automatic first down for the Ruston Bearcats.
Now, you're listening or watching on the Bearcat Nation Network. He was late getting the flag out. He had trouble getting it out. He saw it was going to make that call, but it was the correct call on the push in the back. Morgan certainly knocked him off of his route, might have made that catch, but Bearcats going to pick up a first down via the penalty.
So now it's 1st and 10. Ball is at the 44-yard line, and the shove was enough to disrupt Morgan's route. I don't know that the ball. Remind me, high school, catchable, uncatchable? Does it matter?
Well,
I can't remember.
It doesn't matter, but that was one of those that would have been a fine line. If he would have been on the same route, he possibly could have caught it. So Bearcats will take the first down, looking to add to this lead over the Cabot Panthers. Powell on the run right up the middle, explode, and move those chains. Another first down for the Bearcats.
So 1st and 10, they're in Panther territory now. This drive started all the way back at the 15-yard line. So not enough for a first, a 9-yard pickup, 2nd down and 1. Cats back in the gun, trips receivers near side. A lot of room over the right, and that'll be a handoff to Powell. Powell splits defenders, and there he goes. He's tripped up. He had one man to beat, and that was a touchdown-saving tackle well into the 3rd level of the defense, but enough for a first down on a 17-yard gain by Dalen Powell.
A great explosive run by Powell, and these stands are starting to thin out here in Cabot, Kyle.
10:29 left to go here in the Ponchatoula's Log Cabin third quarter. Ruston up 42-21. Our scoreboard brought to you by Robert Temple State Farm. Bootleg for the quarterback on a designed run. 15 inside the 10, still going. Hartwell with his 2nd rushing touchdown of the night. This one from 30 yards out.
There's a penalty on the play. We'll go down to Toby Nation, see what he saw with our Southern States equipment sideline report.
Yeah, good job by Sam Hartwell, but unfortunately we had a little holding, so it's going to bring it back.
Thank you, Toby. So holding on the Bearcats.
Yeah, good catch on the flag, Nick Brown, and I was focused on Sam Hartwell's sensational run, and unfortunately for the Bearcats, this one is going to come back.
It really amazes me. We go back, and I know we have the new R, and I'm over changing the R, but
are you sure?
Is that Kansas State or is that Washington State at midfield?
So now it's back to the 39-yard line. It will be 1st and 20. Jeremiah Freeman checks in at tailback. Hartwell comes out of the gun. 3 receivers near side. Quick toss to Freeman. And Freeman tries to make a man miss. Can't do it. Loses a yard on the play. It'll be 2nd and 21. Ponchatoula's and Log Cabin Grill and Market in Ruston are longtime supporters of Ruston High School and Ruston High Athletics. Ponchatoula's offers delicious New Orleans-style cuisine. In Log Cabin, you'll find steak and Tex-Mex. Ponchatoula's is on Park Avenue in downtown Ruston, and Log Cabin is on Highway 33 just north of I-20. And all of the staff say, go Bearcats. 2nd and 21, shotgun formation, and that's a quick dump off to the tailback. 30-25, gets close to the first down. He's not quite going to get there. I think he's going to be short by about, looks to be 3 yards, and so that's going to be a nice gain on the play.
And you're right here. I think, Kyle, you're in 4-down territory if you don't pick up the first down here.
So 3rd down and 3. And that was off of a run where it was 2nd and 21, so an 18-yard pickup for Dalen Powell. To your surprise, I can do math. Look at that.
Yeah, there you go.
3rd down and 3, I formation, 2 tight end package. It's a handoff to the fullback. Lander Smith bowls over some bodies, and he's going to be close. Needed to get to, I think, just inside the 20-yard line. It's going to depend on the spot. The 4th down marker is up. And so it is going to be 4th down and 1.
Bearcats getting a substitution in, Kyle. Real quick, sorry to interrupt you. I believe an offensive lineman rolled his ankle. He's going off, so I wonder if it's Jackson Washam. Can't see who just came in.
That was Logan Ashley who just trotted off for the Bearcats. And now 4th and 1. Bearcats need a yard. Hartwell, under center, takes the snap, tosses to Powell. Powell has the first and more. Stiff arm at the 15, and he'll be tackled inside the 10.
Great job by the wide receiver out. Kyle can't get the number. Far distance, blocked to the outside. Dalen cut to the outside, cut to the inside, might have scored, but a great burst of speed to pick up that first down from Powell. Definitely been a lot of Powells tonight. Powell for the Cabot Panthers, Powell for the Bearcats, and picks up the first down, and that clock rolls. 8 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Bearcats leading the Cabot Panthers 42-21.
And the Panther fans, Nick Brown, looked like they were starting to get excited there on that 4th and short. But Dalen Powell made them pay for it with a superb run. 1st and goal from the 9. Shotgun set again. Hartwell, quick play fake, throws it up, pass is caught. That is Lander Smith. Does he get in?
They're going to mark him down on the 1. I thought he was on top of the defender for Cabot. Would love for that to have been a touchdown, but a great play call by the Bearcats.
And just to clarify, that was number 10.
That was number 10. Interesting you say Dalen Powell, his dad, Dante Powell, resource officer at Ruston High, fed us lunch today. Lincoln Parish Share providing lunch for the teachers at Ruston High, so certainly appreciate them.
2nd and goal inside the 1-yard line. I wonder if you give it to your fullback and let him finish it off here. I formation. Yes, they do, and Lander Smith gets in, and he will score the touchdown with 6:57 left to go in the third. Ruston 48, Cabot 21. Scoreboard brought to you by Robert Temple State Farm, and we await the extra point.
And that's what Toby and Hunter talked about at halftime, what you really wanted to see to start this third quarter. Give your defense time to rest. Had a long time at halftime, but more now, 48-21. A good drive by the Bearcats, eating up almost half of this third quarter.
We got word from Matthew Carswell in Arkansas. It's a 35-point lead that runs the clock. So not quite there yet, if that is going to be the case. Of course, we've seen so much from Cabot tonight that I would not expect that it will be an easy task to get a 35-point lead. And they're at a penalty marker down, so this point after is going to back up a few extra yards.
False start on the Bearcats. Kyle going to back it up 5 yards. Good to see what the leg of Ramos can do here.
Got a coach from, a text from another legendary Ruston High School coach. He asked us, can we name the 2 former Bearcat coaches to have coached at Bentonville West High School in Arkansas? Feel confident we know one. Dave Anderson.
Dave Anderson. I'm going to go with Todd Body, the second one.
Point after coming up. Kick is up, and doesn't matter for Ramos. 5 extra yards, and the kick splits the uprights. 6:57 left to go here in the third quarter. Ruston leads 49-21. That scoreboard brought to you by Robert Temple State Farm. Back after this. This is Bearcat Football on Q94.1 and the BearcatNationNetwork.com.
Hi, I'm Murphy, and it's time for me to head back down to LSU. And for y'all, that means busy mornings, carpool lines, and after-school activities. Make sure your vehicle is ready for the routine with a full automotive inspection from Walpole Tire and Service. We'll check brakes, tires, fluids, and more so you can drive with confidence and keep your family safe. Come experience the difference at Walpole Tire and Service and get ready for this school year.
Bearcats after the touchdown. We'll have the Smoothie King touchdown drive stats for you here very shortly. 85 yards for the Bearcats on that drive. Took 10 plays and 4 minutes off the clock. So couldn't ask for anything better if you're the Ruston Bearcats to start this quarter. And, of course, the most important thing, so much of the clock ran down as well. This kick is up and fielded at the 9-yard line. That's Hart again. Hart to the near side at the 20. And he'll be wrapped up at the 25-yard line.
Alex Hunt in on the tackle for the Bearcats. Good coverage, and that's one thing we really wanted to see to start the second half, was to see how that all of that came out. That's one thing you needed to improve. And unfortunately, there's a Bentonville. There is a Cabot player down. This team has really been snake bit by injuries, Kyle. They went out, had to say 5 players they lost last week on crutches on the sideline, lost their starting linebacker tonight. And really, they're ready to get to this bye week, which is next week.
I think we'll go ahead and take an injury timeout here.
He's off.
Okay, good. We'll keep it here then. My apologies. Thank you, Nick Brown. So we'll keep it here in the Wood Marine broadcast booth. Really want to say again thanks to all of our sponsors, and of course we're certainly appreciative to all of the staff at Q94.1 at the Rue 102, and of course all of our really hardworking students and their overseeing teacher of the Bearcat Nation Network as well. This is a broadcast that, of course, you and I are very, very proud to be a part of, and just to be affiliated with a football team with the history that Ruston has, celebrating the 100th anniversary of the first state title from 1925. Shotgun formation, McCrory on first down, and it's a quick handoff to Cooper Powell, and just maybe 2 yards on the play. 2nd down and 8 coming up.
Yeah, I think now you look at the lead that the Bearcats have, and 49-21, 28-point lead over the Cabot Panthers. The Panthers have slowed down quite a bit.
That touchdown drive was brought to you by our friends at Smoothie King. Again, 85 yards, 10 plays, and a Lander Smith touchdown from inside the 1-yard line. His first touchdown of the 2025 season. Ruston scored 49 points last week, and they got plenty of time to add more here as well. Swing pass to the near side to Cooper Powell, and Powell will pick up the first down. I will tell you, this has been fun to watch. This McCrory kid for the Cabot Panthers, he absolutely has a terrific eye on where the ball needs to go. And he just showed exactly right there like why he's so capable. He's already completed 8 passes, and I think he just broke the century mark with that most recent completion.
A great wheel route by Cooper Powell, and he's able to make a man miss in space. So good job by Powell. So Panthers aren't going away. Bearcats do lead at 49-21. 5:44 remaining here in the third quarter.
So 1st and 10, Cabot, ball at their own 42-yard line. Clock moving, 5:30 left to go here in the third quarter. Almost a high snap, but fielded nicely, and there's Cooper Powell. He runs into his own blocker, and the Bearcats all over him. And he'll lose a yard on the play. It'll bring up 2nd down and 12 here in the Ponchatoula's Log Cabin third quarter. Let's take a quick call down to Toby Nations on the sideline, brought to you by Southern States Equipment. Toby, just your thoughts here as the Bearcats are looking at the defense has a 2nd and 11 coming up.
Yeah, you can tell. I mean, Coach Ball, he's down there coaching hard. He pulled Hunter Smith out. I mean, he and the quarterback had some words, and, Coach Ball didn't want Hunter any part of that.
2nd down and 11. Hunter Soto, I assume you meant?
Hey, 10-4, Hunter Soto.
I got you. I could see after that great halftime show you guys had as a wide open receiver at the 25-20, 10-5 touchdown, Cabot. That's going to be a 57-yard touchdown pass up the far side. Cannon Moore, the sophomore wide receiver, hauls it in and cuts into this Bearcat lead, 49-27 as we await the extra point.
Just a missed assignment because you're not going to have a guy that wide open. But kudos to Cabot for finding him, and Cabot now puts another touchdown on the board. There's a flag on the play, probably excessive celebration.
Yeah, where that was thrown, you got to think that that's probably either excessive celebration or, yeah, I'm assuming if they're going to talk to head coach Jared Ball, which they were, they're going to ask him where he wants this, and he's likely going to take it on the ensuing kickoff. Yep. Unsportsmanlike conduct against the Panthers. So this will be assessed on the upcoming kickoff. So another point after coming up. Point after from Dean Heyer of the Panthers. Kick is up. Kick is good. 4:36 left to go here in the third quarter. Ruston leads 49-28. Back after this. This is Bearcat football on Q94.1 and the BearcatNationNetwork.com.
Like life, injury and sport go hand in hand. When injury has you sidelined, there's one name above the rest. That's Johnson Physical Therapy.
When on a journey towards the best dentistry with exceptional care, you need travel no further than
The Cabot Panthers just put together a nice touchdown drive.
They did, Kyle. Going to be interested to see Bearcats, watch the multiple kickers kicking for Cabot tonight. Bearcats choosing to take that penalty on the kickoff should get this ball with good field position.
So back to a 20-point lead for Ruston. But now this is going to back Cabot way up.
It's amazing, been so fast, and now the officials motioning players on the field with long delay here on this kickoff. Panthers taking it, going to kick from, looks like the 25-yard line. So it should be great field position for the Bearcats. Now, DeMoss and Powell going back all the way to the 15-yard line.
Yeah, the legs of these Cabot kickers tonight, outside of one bad punt, I mean, their special teams has been pretty spot on here in this ball game tonight. It's just, I mean, really, the story of the game has just been Ruston has looked fairly unstoppable on offense tonight. It does feel like any time they have had the football tonight, they have been able to make some things happen. So now the kick is away. And DeMoss will field it right at the 20-yard line, so a terrific boot to the 35. Now the 40. DeMoss, 45. Midfield, spins into Panther territory. He'll be tackled at the 47-yard line.
Good return from DeMoss. He had a thought around the 45. Is he going to cut to the outside or cut back to the inside? And he cut to the inside. And, boy, just for Cabot, another player down, Kyle, just has not been a good night, good past 2 weeks for the Cabot Panthers. But a good return by DeMoss, going to set the ball up in great field position for the Bearcats.
I think we need to take an injury timeout as the Panthers still down. We will Ruston up 49-28. They do have the ball here in the third quarter. We'll be back in 1 minute after this for an injury timeout. This is Bearcat football on Q94.1 and the BearcatNationNetwork.com.
When on a journey towards the best dentistry with exceptional care, you need travel no further than the heart of Ruston. There you will find the team behind Johnston & Murphy Dental Care. It's a goal built on the tradition of excellence, established more than 60 years ago, a legacy in superior dental care. It's a journey worth taking and one we're proud to make with you. Come experience the best dentistry and exceptional customer service. Johnston & Murphy Dental Care, where every smile has a story.
Argent Financial Group, with over 30 years of providing wealth and asset management services to residents of Lincoln Parish, proudly support youth athletics and the Ruston Bearcats. Looking for the best bite in Ruston? At Flying Burger, we're serving up fresh made-to-order burgers, hand-battered seafood, crispy fries, and more, all with fast, friendly service. At Flying Burger, we grind our meat in-house daily, never frozen. We're proud to be voted #1 for burgers and seafood in the area. Flying Burger is locally owned and operated by Ruston High alum and 1982 state football champion Scott Braswell. Whether you're grabbing lunch, dinner, or feeding your Friday night football crew, do it with Flying Burger.
To see that anytime a football player is injured, and that is Asa Branham, the fullback for the Cabot Panthers, and he is unable to put any weight on that left ankle, and so certainly sad to see that. Ruston will have good starting field position on this drive, 1st and 10 at their own 48-yard line. The previous drive for Cabot, which again is brought to you by Smoothie King, Cabot put together a 74-yard touchdown drive. Only took them 4 plays in a minute and a half to hit pay dirt. And so the Bearcats do have the ball back. Really good starting field position for this drive tonight. Nice move by Hartwell out of the gun. Faked the toss and then turned back kind of on a little bit of a counter. And it looks like he's going to move the sticks. 1st down and 10.
Yeah, very similar, Kyle, to that touchdown that was called back that Hartwell had.
So 1st down and 10. Ball at the 37-yard line. Did we answer the trivia from Dave Anderson?
Dave Anderson, yeah.
Anderson and Todd Body.
Yeah.
Long throw downfield, single coverage. Oh, my goodness. Ahmad Hudson hauls it in. Another terrific grab for the junior tight end for the Bearcats. And again, he just showed right there why he is the #1 tight end prospect in all of the country. Somehow hauled that in over the back shoulder of the defender. It's not fair. It's the only way to put it.
Let me tell you something, Kyle. Nothing in this country is fair. The only thing, the fair comes in October. You get cotton candy and corn dogs. And by the way, Fletcher's, the state fair in Texas, the absolute best corn dog out there. You just can't do that. Those things aren't done. The ball, little underthrown, goes over the guy, brings it back, brings it in for a touchdown.
That is a 37-yard grab for Ahmad Hudson. And I'm losing count how many. I believe that's his 2nd tonight, which puts him at 4 on this season. The point after is up and good for Ramos, so he stays perfect tonight.
Okay, last Bearcat team, last game we scored. How many we scored last week in the 50s?
49.
Right, so last time Bearcat scored in the 50s.
The Stephenville game, right?
Yeah, that would be yes.
Yeah, last year.
Yes. Prior to that.
I got you. 4:02, not sure. 4:02 left to go here in the 3rd quarter. Brought to you by Robert Temple State Farm. Ruston leads 56-28. And that drive summary brought to you by Smoothie King. And the Bearcats this time, that was a 48-yard touchdown drive. Only needed 2 plays. A run by Sam Hartwell and then a long touchdown grab by Ahmad Hudson.
Now, the reason I'm asking all these trivia questions, I had a parent reach out and they wanted trivia questions for their Thursday night senior meal. Now, I didn't submit this one. How many overtime games have the Bearcats played with Jared Ball as head coach? Who were they against and who won those contests?
Fire away.
Oh, no, just let our audience think about
text
it for
us
a little
back,
bit.
yeah.
That's right. So Ramos in to kick off for the Bearcats. Bearcats do lead it here in Cabot, 56-28.
4:02 left to play here in the 3rd quarter. Brought to you by Ponchatoula's and Log Cabin. Ramos kicks this one off, fielded at the 20-yard line. And this is Godwin this time for the Panthers, and he'll get just shy of the 30-yard line.
So, and here's what you're going to go through. The Cabot's going to have worse field position, and yet the kick was shorter, and maybe there's something about covering those short kicks.
So now it will be 1st and 10. .358 left to go in the 3rd quarter. Ruston 56. Cabot High School 28. Again, the Bearcats, this is week 2 for Ruston, week 3 for Cabot. Ruston will be back at the Hoss 1 week from tonight. And there's a handoff up the far side, and there's Cooper Powell, and he will get enough for a first down. So a 14-yard pickup on the play, 1st and 10. Ball is at the Panther 43. Getting a lot of text messages. Ash in a playoff game, right?
For the 50s or the overtime?
I think the overtime was the most recent question. Shotgun formation, 2 receivers near side. Ash might be the answer to both of those trivia questions. A great catch just on an out route, but an awkward landing.
I'm telling you, you look at this game with your Cabot, and I went down during concession stand at halftime. And Cabot fans, very nice, very hospitable. And they're like, we're ready for this game to be over with. It doesn't really help either one of us, and we are ready to get to our bye week. And certainly you want to win every game, but right now Bearcats leading at 56-28.
So the trainers have come out to take a look at receiver Bentley Harrell. Gosh, the injury bug all over this Cabot High School team. McCrory on 2nd and 1. Hands it off the fullback in the backfield. Nowhere for him to go. He'll lose 3 on the play. And now it's 3rd down. Somewhere between 3 and 4. Officially, we'll say 3rd down and 3.
You know, we touch on some things driving over. If you're up 56-28, a few things to talk about. Talk about the schedule possibly changing in the next couple of years. Looks like Neville may drop down to 4A.
Shotgun set with McCrory right side. Another out route caught. So McCrory getting comfortable. He likes what he sees. Aiden Tatum. Yeah, so Neville possibly dropping down to 4A. West Washita likely coming back up to 4A. And
5A,
then,
yes.
Yeah, 5A, thank you. And then I believe the rumor is that Peabody will be playing up. And so now you'll have 3 Sinlaw teams in District 2 5A and 4 on the I-20 corridor.
Well, that was Cam Dean on the tackle for the Bearcats, 25. And really, and of course, perplexing to me, and I'm not an athletic director at any school by any means, but if your enrollment was such to the case that you're going to play in the 5A, the Division I non-select playoffs, which 4A do, I mean, why not just stay in at 5A? I don't, unless, like, what are you going to gain by going to a different district? And that's, not my decision to make, just an opinion.
All right, so now 1st and 15. Another penalty is going to do some damage to what looked to be a good drive for Cabot.
Okay, when we were at Grambling State and Whitaker caught the pass, was that in overtime?
Yes, that was against Neville.
Okay, and then Washita.
1st and 15. Play fake. McCrory with time.
Oh.
Fires down the field, has a man, and incomplete. There's a flag thrown. So it will be pass interference on the defense. This will keep the drive going.
That was a very emphatic flag toss. Maybe the showing his arm strength there. And that's one true. I think that there's sometimes you get a pass interference penalty, and it's not the worst thing that can happen.
That will be a first down. It was 1st and 15, a 15-yard penalty. Easy math. 1st down and 10. Ball at the Ruston 30-yard line. So 2:09 left to go here in the third quarter. Ruston up 56-28. Scoreboard brought to you by Robert Temple State Farm. Shotgun formation. McCrory gets it out off of a blitz.
Little swing pass. Great job by the Bearcats in containment.
Does get out of bounds, and so that stops the clock. 2:04 to go in the third. We had talked all week about how quickly these Arkansas officials spot the football, and if you believe in jinxes, I think that we might have succumbed.
You'll never say that again or pick a place to eat on the road. I'm 2-0 this year. Hopefully the Bearcats move to 2-0.
I don't think it was all me talking about these
it was
Arkansas.
not. It was you.
Okay, thank you. 2nd and 13.
Carswell did too.
Shotgun set, trips on the far side. McCrory back to throw. Good pump fake. Fires into the end zone, has a man incomplete.
A great job by the official not to rule that one. The Cabot coaches wanted a PI on that one, not going to get it.
We want to make sure that we give credit to the young man. I believe that was Miles Brown for the Ruston Bearcats there with that terrific coverage.
Second best athlete on the New Tech Hall with Brown as the last name. He does have the best hair of any Brown on the New Tech Hall. But second best, I go by and tell him that every day.
3rd down and 13.
Because they really don't like me to disrupt the physics class that he's in. But good job by Brown.
So 3rd and 13. And now a timeout is taken. We're going to take this one as well. Ruston 56, Cabot 28. 1:58 left to play in the third quarter. Back after this, you're listening to Bearcat Football on the Q94.1 and the BearcatNationNetwork.com.
The State Farm Personal Price Plan helps you create an affordable price just for you. Contact local agent Skip Russell for your personal price plan today.
Firmly founded in 1936, Pierce Lumber has been Ruston's hometown tradition for nearly 90 years. As your local Ace Hardware dealer, we're your headquarters for Bearcat tailgates, with Big Green Eggs, Traeger grills, Turtle Box speakers, Yeti coolers, meat church and hardcore carnivore seasonings, along with all the cooking gear you need to keep the grill hot and the drinks ice cold. From kickoff to the final whistle, we've got everything you need to make game day unforgettable. Pierce Lumber, friendly service, quality products, and proud supporters of the Bearcats.
Bayou Cabot is a proud sponsor of Bearcat football and a loyal member of the Bearcat Football Club. Visit Bayou Cabot for all.
They will resume here on 3rd down and 13. Shotgun set. McCrory back to throw. Oh, he's going to be rushed on it, and it's intercepted. Intercepted by Ruston. 40, 45 to midfield, and finally tackled. That is Aiden Adams, the linebacker. He had a great tackle earlier in this quarter. Now he has an interception to boot on top of it. And Bearcats will have 1st and 10 inside the Cabot side of the 50-yard line.
You got to give some credit on that one, dude. Keegan Goldsmith, I believe he was applying a lot of pressure on that play. And really, one of the few mistakes we've seen made by the Cabot from the quarterback position, just threw that up, but a great INT and a good return for the Bearcats. Bearcats do lead it, Kyle, 56-28 with 1:49 remaining here in the third quarter.
Again, our scoreboard brought to you by Robert Temple State Farm, and our third quarter brought to you by Ponchatoula's and Log Cabin. 1st down and 10, ball at the 46-yard line after the Aiden Adams interception. Empty backfield for Hartwell. Now he'll motion Powell to his right side. Hartwell back to throw. He'll fire this one downfield, and a little miscommunication between him and Josiah Morgan, so that will be incomplete.
Where he should have zagged, that kind of thing. So I like the mentality of the Bearcats, working on things, and that's what you do. Don't you have a big one? Now, this game is not over yet, but 56-28. Bearcats going to move to 2-0, have Longview next week at Hoss Garrett Stadium. Let's go down to Southern State's equipment call to the sideline, talk to Toby and what he saw out of that defense on that last drive by the Panthers.
Yeah, I mean, Cabot had kind of gotten comfortable back there, and that little bit of pressure just caused him to throw it a little bit early, and Adams did a great job of stepping in front of it and getting it down the sideline.
Thank you, Toby. As a keeper for Hartwell off the left side. I think one thing you're doing, you always say you show things on video, show things on film, but now this Bearcat offense is not one-dimensional by any means. You have the ability to throw the ball. You have Powell, a great bevy of running backs, and now Hartwell showing that he can run the football as well. And we knew that. We got to see that last year when he filled in for Brantley. So looking good on that keeper was Hartwell.
3rd down and 1. The clock did stop with Hartwell going out of bounds. I formation. 1 receiver to the far side. Hartwell takes the snap, hands it off to Powell. Powell easily gets the 1st down and a couple more. So 1st down and 10. Ball now at the Cabot 34-yard line. Still got a long drive home tonight, Nick Brown.
Carswell has a long drive.
Oh, that's
home.
true.
I have
yeah.
a long ride home.
I formation. 2 tight end set. Hartwell hands it off. Nope, he'll keep it himself on the option. Now a toss to Powell. Powell at the 25 spins. Oh, and he's going to break free. Dalen Powell into the end zone. Do not see any flags. And now Ruston has extended this lead, and the Bearcats are now into the 60s in the point total. They now lead 62-28 as we await the extra point. What a touchdown run by Dalen Powell. And credit there, that was Sam Hartwell with a terrific option toss. And, I mean, it looked like that was one of those that, anytime a quarterback is tossing in the option, it can be a little bit dangerous there. Not that time. A beautiful pitch to Dalen Powell, and he runs it in for the touchdown. 34-yarder for Dalen Powell. Ramos to kick this point after. It's up. And it's good. Ruston now leads 63-28. Back after this, you're listening to Bearcat Football on Q94.1 and the BearcatNationNetwork.com.
Bayou Cabot is a proud sponsor of Bearcat Football and a loyal member of the Bearcat Football Club. Visit Bayou Cabot for all your tractor and farm equipment needs. Bayou Cabot, service with a purpose in Ruston, Bossier City, and Monroe.
Calling Bearcat Nation. This is Bill Hogan at CenturyNext Bank. Here we love our Bearcats, and we know there's no team like our home team. Remember, when you bank with us, you bank with locals. And that's a win for our community.
Bearcats, and we got texted earlier that 35 is a running clock situation in Arkansas. We'll see if that's the case. 63-28, 107 left to go in the 3rd quarter of play. Scoreboard brought to you by Robert Temple State Farm. And our 3rd quarter brought to you by Ponchatoula's and Log Cabin. Kyle Roberts with Nick Brown. Toby Nations down on the sidelines. We're going to take, after this kickoff, we're going to take a Southern States equipment call to the sidelines down to Toby. And this will be fielded. Oh, and that was a miscommunication by the special teams as the returner ran into one of his back linemen. And so it'll be 1st and 10 inside the 20 for this drive to start for Cabot. And the clock is running. Let's go down to Toby Nations.
Yeah, on that last touchdown there, I mean, good job by Washington, the left tackle, stepping in. And also Ahmad Hudson for sealing that edge. I mean, it was a good pitch, but they did a good job sealing it for him.
Toby, where have you been stationed tonight? We kind of lost track of you as the sun set. You've been over hanging out by the over by the tent?
No, I kind of stay back and forth where the ball's at, trying to keep out everybody's way.
You're Toby Nations. You're in nobody's way.
Yeah, I'm just trying to be incognito down here, trying to stay out of the way. I don't want the coaches yelling at me.
1st down and 10 for Cabot. Thanks as always, Toby. Clock is running, and this should be the last play of the Ponchatoula's Log Cabin 3rd quarter, and it is. And we will go to a break. Ruston leads here on the Robert Temple State Farm scoreboard. Ruston up 63-28 as we go to the 4th quarter. Back after this. This is Bearcat Football on Q94.1 and the BearcatNationNetwork.com.
Headquartered in Ruston, Louisiana, HGA is a full-service project management and engineering services firm providing professional services to clients throughout the U.S. and overseas. HGA builds long-term client relationships by listening to clients, leveraging the experience of its professional team, and delivering on its commitments. HGA is a proud supporter of the Bearcat football program.
Headquartered in Ruston, Louisiana, Hunt Forest Products manufactures a variety of plywood lumber and other specialty wood products to meet a wide variety of building and manufacturing needs. Hunt Forest Products is family-owned and operated, practices sustainable forestry, and provides more than 400 Louisiana jobs. Hunt Forest Products is a proud supporter of the Bearcat football program.
Hunter Smith, class of 1999, and Josh Beckham, class of 2006, are firmly founded. Contact us for 2 Bearcats who will be a trusted advisor in your next sell or purchase of recreational, investment, or hunting property. Go Cats!
Start here very shortly. Ruston 12 minutes away from starting 2-0 on the 2025 season. And so far things are looking pretty good for the firmly founded, being up by 35 points. A handoff up the middle. It'll be a 3-yard pickup on the play. And now it will be 3rd down and 4. Previous touchdown drive for the Ruston Bearcats. 54 yards on 4 plays. That touchdown drive is brought to you by our friends at Smoothie King. Bradley Walker, class of 2000. Runs our Smoothie King in Ruston.
The Cabot sideline looking like a mash unit. A lot of crutches out. A lot of younger players for Cabot getting the ball game as Bearcats lead, and we are with a running clock here in the 4th quarter.
And off to the near side, and that's going to be close if it's not a first down. Nope, they're going to move the chains. So the sticks will move. .45 left to play. First down and 10, ball at the 29-yard line. Panthers have it. The Panthers, I will say, Nick Brown, this is what I'm going to be curious to hear from Jared Ball. I know he's probably not going to be super happy with giving up those 28 points. Another handoff to the near side. I imagine at some point soon we should start seeing some of the second and third string out there as the Bearcats still look like they've got the number ones on the field here on defense. And with the way the injuries have gone tonight, if you've been watching as a Cabot fan, obviously that's been a bit problematic. But I imagine this will likely be the last drive we see any of the starters on either side of the football.
Jacob Brantley in on that last tackle for the Bearcats.
So shotgun formation, 3 wide receivers. And whistle blown and a flag thrown. Interesting, Nick, that whistle actually looked like it came about a second and a half after the ball was snapped. But regardless, this is going to back the Panthers up a little further, no matter as the clock continues to move here. So now it is 2nd and 15 after the false start. I'd be curious to hear from Jared. Obviously, bringing Longview in next week. If you remember, Ruston won that game out in Longview last year, but that was not a given at halftime. That was a very close game, and I expect that that's going to be the same case when Longview comes to town.
Yeah, because we played Longview on a Friday, and we went out to Longview and played.
No, it was Longview on a Friday, Saturday against Midland Legacy.
Midland Legacy, yes.
And that was at Choctaw Stadium. And you know what? I bet we played Saturday against Stephenville. I think we did.
We went over on Saturday,
yes.
Yep. We played at Longview, right? We played Stephenville at Longview.
Correct. And we'll do that again 3 weeks from tonight. 3rd and 13, 8:20 left to play here in the 4th quarter, which is brought to you by Pierce Lumber. Shotgun formation, and it's a handoff to the near side. And there's Aiden Adams making a terrific tackle, and this is going to bring up 4th down for the Panthers. So, again, the clock moving here is obviously, I know all of us are happy for good reason. When you're up by 35 points, at this point it's about getting it to triple zeros in the fourth quarter. And since 1936, Pierce Lumber Company has served North Louisiana with quality building products and paint. Pierce Lumber Company, 1032 Burgessville Road in Ruston. Go Bearcats from the Pierce Lumber Company. Fourth down and long, Davis DeMoss back to return, standing at his own 35-yard line. Bearcats have had 9 touchdowns tonight. And, Joaquin Ramos, he's 16 for 16 from extra points. Really good punt. It's going to bounce in front of DeMoss. Takes a good Cabot hop. Finally goes out of bounds, and it's going to be.
You're the type of guy that brings up the fact that a pitcher has a no-hitter, aren't you? You don't like that was one thing. Like, you did not need to say that. Like, you just don't do that. So now, if it's a 1-point game at Longview, it's on you.
No, it's this game if he misses an extra point. After that, it's irrelevant.
It's a carryover. It's a carryover. It is.
I love that you make up rules.
Guy's got a no-hitter. Go sit down next to Kyle. Hey, you got to know nobody's got a hit off you tonight.
New quarterback in, new running back. I formation, and I believe that is Tyler Osborne in at quarterback for the Bearcats.
A lot of new offensive linemen in the game. Boy, the Cabot guy just took a swing at that number. Who's 82, tight end?
82 tight end for Ruston is Matthew Spurlock.
Well, Matthew Spurlock did a great job of not retaliating because the defensive back just took a swing right across his helmet. Like I said, I've gotten in the game. I'm not going to get ejected here. I'm going to swing at me again.
So 5:45 left to go, and here's a handoff. And, the turf monster looks like it tripped up the tailback. That is Jeremiah Freeman, I believe, for the Bearcats.
Freeman looked good on the carry. He didn't slip down. Clock ticking down to 5.5 minutes. Bearcats lead at 63-28. I didn't know it would be unsportsmanlike conduct. You would think that way, but as a wide receiver, you get in at 63-28. Probably not going to throw a pass. So
first down and 10, ball right at the 50-yard line. Scoreboard brought to you by Robert Temple State Farm, 63-28 here in this fourth quarter. There's a toss to Freeman. Freeman gets into Cabot territory, picks up 3 on the play. Second down and 7. Ball at the 47-yard line. And make sure to tune into the Ruston Rec Dance on the Roo with the Wrecking Crew after this game on the all-new Roo 102.3. 3-yard pickup on the play to the 44-yard line. The Rec Dance, of course, harkening back a lot of Ruston alums to their days after a Ruston High School football high school football game.
You stayed at home, didn't you?
Yeah, actually, no. I went to the football games, but I couldn't dance.
You made no rec dances.
Nobody wanted me there. It's okay. Third down and 4. I formation, 2 receivers on the far side. Osborne with another toss. New tailback in for the Bearcats. That's going to be a nice first down run.
Yeah, Cats had number. Good run by the Bearcats. This offensive line really pushing Cabot.
I want to make sure. I think that was DeMoss.
That was DeMoss, 15 on that carry.
So obviously the first 3 quarters felt like an eternity, but as soon as Ruston got that 35-point lead, the clock has been just running away, and so we're nearing the 3-minute mark. Freeman spins, and he'll get a couple of yards on the play. Quick shout-out to all of our sponsors tonight. Broadcast booth brought to you by Wood Marine. our scoreboard from Robert Temple State Farm. The starting lineups in the pregame show were brought to you by Lanyap Animal Health Clinic. The halftime show from Thompson's Barbershop, all of our scoring drives, and we've had quite a few. Smoothie King. The sideline report has been by Southern States Equipment. And our quarter sponsors, Jim Taylor Ford, Kim Dupree State Farm, Ponchatoula's and Log Cabin, and Pierce Lumber. Then a quick toss. And the pile is pushed all the way down to the 30-yard line, a 6-yard pickup on the play. Our postgame show will be brought to you by the Bearcat Football Club and Hinton Driving Academy. So we will have head coach Jared Ball. I formation, twin receivers near side. I don't expect Osborne to make a throw here. He'll go under center. Quick toss. There's DeMoss again. Davis DeMoss to the 20. 15, 10, 5. Davis DeMoss, does he get the pylon? No, he's out of bounds at the 1-yard line.
I thought he got in. We'll check the replay on the Bearcat Nation Network and look here on the video board. Thought he got in, but out of bounds at the 1. Now, what do you do here? You're leading 63-28 on the 1-yard line. Last week, Bearcats took a knee over in Acadiana, and this series will not be played for the next couple of seasons.
4 for 4 for the Ruston Bearcats. And it looks like Ruston is going to take a knee to get out of here with the win. They're first and goal. They have no need to punch this one in. So, again, great sportsmanship for the Bearcats. As they take the victory formation, let's take another sideline call down, brought to you by the Southern States Equipment to Toby Nations. And, Toby, just your overall thoughts on tonight and what we've seen from the Bearcats.
Hey, I mean, when they came out at halftime, they did what they needed to do, go in there and score, give your defense a break. And, it was tough on our defense. I mean, give it to Cabot. They had a really good quarterback. I mean, the guys had to cover a long time in coverage. We had a little hard time getting pressure on him, but it's good to see these other second and third teamers get in the game and get some reps.
I tell you what, Toby, Nick Brown just had a terrific idea. We'll go to a post-game show, but we were going to see, do you want to see if you could get Coach Ball to do a quick post-game interview?
Hey, we can try. He just usually gets with the team, and then he'll head towards you, once it's done.
I got you. Well, if it works, great. If not, that's okay, too. And the ball game has ended. Ruston has won this one 63-28. We'll head to our post-game show right after this. You're listening to Bearcat Football on Q94.1 FM and the BearcatNationNetwork.com.
Step into the winner's circle with a John Deere tractor from Goldman Equipment. Shop North and Central Louisiana's largest John Deere dealer, Goldman Equipment. We're not just in your field, we're in your backyard. Thank you for calling Goldman Equipment. How can I help you?
Holland Real Estate Group has been serving the commercial real estate needs in Louisiana for over 30 years.
Because your business means everything to you, we know the importance of proper planning and location management. With our extensive knowledge of the area, we're able to create individualized solutions for our clients. We work closely with our community leaders to understand growth in the area. Ensuring successful win-win relationships for our clients is what we do best.
At GBT, we're more than just a bank. We're part of the community, and we're proud to cheer on Ruston High Athletics.
Whether it's on the field, court, or track, we're excited to stand by our athletes and celebrate their hard work and dedication. With GBT, you're always banking on a winning team. Go Bearcats!
Building a life is different for everyone because everyone is different. That's why State Farm is there. Contact local agent Skip Russell for a quote today.
Need extra space? Whether you're moving, downsizing, or just clearing the clutter, Premier Storage is here to help. Customers can easily check in and receive their lock from the kiosk anytime, day or night, or online at premierstorageruston.com. Gated access and on-site security features so you can store with confidence. Premier Storage, safe, secure, close to home. Reserve your unit today.
Firmly founded in 1936, Pierce Lumber has been your go-to for quality building parts in Ruston and North Louisiana. Located on 1032 Burgessville Road, we carry tools from DeWalt, Milwaukee, Senco, and Ego Power Tools. We're your home for locally sourced lumber and quality building parts. As well as being your local supplier for Benjamin Moore Paint, we offer delivery of our products from our door to yours. Follow us on Facebook or Instagram, and remember, if you're making it, make it with Pierce Lumber.
No one can predict the future, but there are preventative measures to ensure our properties, belongings, and families are protected. At Provision Security, this is what we do best. Our team of security professionals install and service the latest technologies in security alarms, access control systems, IP cameras, and much more. We take pride in securing the homes and businesses of North Louisiana. If you're ready to safeguard what matters most, call us at 318-255-1566 for a free quote. Provision Security remains dedicated to protecting your past, present, and future.
I'm Brett Brown, and when I want fireworks, there is only one place I go, and that is Family Fireworks. Family Fireworks supports all Ruston High activities. John, Barbara, Jim, Jennifer, and Philip Ford are all Ruston High graduates. Family Fireworks is located at 116 UPS Road off Highway 33 in Ruston. We are the tent in the back. Just like you celebrate Bearcat and Lady Bearcat victories, come celebrate your firework holidays with us. We have been making memories for over 20 years. Come have fun with Family Fireworks. Ford Family says go big Ruston.
Life is a workout, so make it a good one. Fuel your body with what it needs at Smoothie King. A delicious meal packed with energy, protein, and power.
We mastered the sip, and now we've perfected the bite. Get a Smoothie King smoothie and loaded toast for $9.99. Deliciously satisfying and packed with the good stuff.
Smoothie King's got the toast.
I live in Ruston. It's where I went to school and raised my boys. Now with 2 grandsons and another grandbaby on the way, this community means more than ever. I have a passion for serving families across Northeast Louisiana. Whether buying or selling, it's about helping people find the place they'll call home. Because when it comes to finding a home, I treat your family like my own.
Hi, I'm Buddy Turja. And I'm Greg Turja. At Turja's Rentals, we believe in the power of community. Supporting our local sports and businesses isn't just important, it's essential.
For the last 41 years, you've stood by us, and we're proud to stand by you. Your support is what fuels our commitment to Ruston and Lincoln Parish.
So let's rally together this season and show our Bearcats the support they deserve.
And from all of us at Turja's Rentals, good luck this season, Bearcats.
And hey, enjoy the game.
Around here, family is more than just a last name. It's who you show up for. For generations, the Compton family and Arklitex Windows and Doors has stood by this community with honesty, hard work, and a handshake you can trust. Because every window we design, every door we assemble, isn't just about your house. It's about your home. Family owned, community rooted, Arklitex Windows and Doors. A family business built for your family.
For over 35 years, Brazier Group Real Estate has been cheering right alongside you. We're proud to be your hometown real estate agents, locally owned right here in downtown Ruston. Our agents don't just sell homes, we live here, we work here, and we support the community we love. Voted Best of Lincoln Parish every single year since we opened. Brazier Group is the team you can count on when it's time to buy or sell. So from kickoff to closing,
tonight 63-28. Jared, thanks as always for coming up and joining us. Your overall thoughts on tonight's football game?
We made it tougher than what it needed to be. We've still got a lot of things that we need to get cleaned up, and if we don't get those corrected, and we get a really, really good opponent, and we're going to face one probably next week, is what I would guess. If we don't get some of that stuff cleaned up, it's going to be a long ball game for us. And I hate to sound so negative right from the jump, but, I mean, it was pretty disappointing. I thought we had complete control of the game early on, and then we allowed them to hang around, and we just didn't take advantage of the mistakes they were making, and then we made our own and made it a little bit closer than what it needed to be.
All right, you look at it, Coach, I'm going to say what you thought would be special teams coverage, or when you look and see overall the biggest picture tonight, what you think needs cleaning up the most?
We've got some things in the special teams that we need to do. We overran the kickoff in a lot of our lanes, and he just ran through. I think we come the wrong side of a guy and opened up an alley for him to run, and like I say, the other guys overran him and didn't squeeze to the football. I think we've got some things defensively to clean up. We know we're undersized in the defensive line. They had a big offensive line, which is what I talked about. I thought that would be one of their advantages, and they used that. And we didn't get pressure on the quarterback when we needed to, and the quarterback made some good throws at times, and we left some guys wide open. So we had some busted coverages, and so we got a lot of things to get back to work and practice next week.
Okay, but you got to look at it. Let's turn, Cal, I know you want to get a question in. You got to be positive, though. You can do those things. You can do some things bad, miss coverage, special teams, but then you came away with
everybody's a coach, right?
Yeah, that's right. That's right. I'm trying to be Mr. Positive tonight. You came out 63-28. I will say this, and I know you're going to disagree with me, but sometimes when you get a big lead, 21-0, you look back last week, the big lead, you kind of let off a little bit. Not the coaches, but the players may like, oh, this is just like last week.
That's completely true, because that's what we do in practice. We have a good series of practice, a good segment of practice, and then all of a sudden it's like, all right, we got this practice thing figured out, and then we throttle it down, and the next thing you know, the practice falls apart. And that's really kind of been our MO this week. And so, I talked to him about it on Wednesday and Thursday. We've got to practice better in order to clean up the play during the ball game. And so you're exactly right about what it is. That's exactly what you saw. That's what I saw. That's what I saw this week during practice. And so, hopefully it'll hit home with the guys that, old Coach Ball ain't just on their butt just to do it. I kind of know what I'm talking about whenever I'm looking at what I'm looking at during the week. And they're kids. They get out here, and it ends up showing up, what the practices look like. And we just got to do better.
Coach, looking at the backfield between your quarterback, Sam Hartwell, Dalen Powell, both of those guys had almost 90 yards of rushing apiece, unofficial stats, plenty of touchdowns between the two of them. Lander Smith had a touchdown. Talk about the backfield and what you're seeing from these guys today.
A lot of ability. Those guys are talented in a lot of areas. I think Coach Griffin and the offensive staff are doing a really good job of creating things for all of those guys, the things that they do well. Of course, Ahmad makes a big catch over there, on the sideline, a one-handed catch, which really it didn't need to be that. Sam didn't see the correct signal, so he didn't know what the route was going to be. Ends up getting flushed out, but he was wide open from the beginning. If he sees the correct signal and we execute like we need to, he's wide open. It doesn't have to be a one-handed catch. But, I think we've got some talent. It's just what I talked about before the season started. I think we're very talented in a lot of different areas, but we're inexperienced overall, and I think that's what we're seeing in the consistency. They're just not mature enough to handle things right now. I hope we're going to have to mature pretty quickly. With Longview coming in next week, and then we go to Alvarado with Midland, and then Stephenville, and you just keep naming them down the road, and then hit our district. If we don't get some of these things cleaned up, it's not going to go well.
Jared, thanks so much as always, and still, even with it, congrats on the win. It's got to feel good. I know. It's got to feel good to start 2-0.
Miss Lincoln, how'd you like to play?
It sounds like we lost 63 to whatever the score was, but no, and I don't mean for it all to sound negative. There's a lot of positives. Those are the things to me after a ball game that I'm thinking that we've got to get cleaned up, and congratulations anytime it's a win.
Coach, we appreciate it. Safe drive home, and we'll see you next week back at the Hoss, which will be nice. I'm sure you'll be excited for that.
I'm sure y'all have appreciated all this long driving we've had to do.
Yeah, it's been just fine. When you're with the right people, it's all that matters. So that's head coach Jared Baugh here on our post-game show. We will take another timeout. When we come back, we'll wrap it up here in Cabot, Arkansas. Ruston winners 63-28. Back after this is Bearcat football on Q94.1 and the BearcatNationNetwork.com.